It's time to roll, time to slay, time to loot. Grab your dice, ready up, let's go!
Previously, on the Chronicles of Celestria, the firelight had barely faded from the night before the bandit was dragged before the circle. Through gritted teeth, Jemay, his name, spoke of a shadowy broker called the Crow, a middleman who hired blades on the Red Hood cultists' behalf. Mercenaries, bandits, cutthroats, all funneled coin and orders without ever seeing the cult's true masters. And from the Crow's lips, a chilling bounty, a prize for capturing a wolfborn. By dawn, the seven chose to let him walk. His life spared, but his path was marked. He would return to Cragholm, to his family, and to the Rusty Sailor, the tavern in Cragholm. The road wound on. They came upon a broken wagon, a nobleman barking at his driver with all the grace of a spitting cat. Ashira, unimpressed, offered roadside assistance for a fee. He refused and lost far more than he knew as deft hands relieved him of several ill-gotten trinkets before carriage faded from view. By late afternoon, the trees opened to reveal the moonlit serenity of the Grove of Selûne. Archdruid Mirabelle Nightwhisper stood in council with Elirr Stormsong, the High Guardian of the Wardens of Harmony. Their business was paused as Sylas delivered the sealed letter from his grove. And as the party reported at Lysander Emberleaf's request to check upon Princess Soliana, Soliana listened, then spoke of an amulet she had left behind in Sylvanthal, its stone now revealed as the cult's true prize. A stone said to be tied to the rifts of the very convergence itself. She urged Ashira to seek answers from her own family on the origins of this stone. Zelentrus heard whispers from his own stone, leaving in a hurry as if to try and conceal it from the light of Luna herself. At the moon pool, Diego's skin caught the light, glowing softly in Luna's grace. Few ever did. Mirabelle tasked Sylas with drawing water from the sacred moon pool, a charge she granted to none lightly. When the task was done, the High Guardian departed for the Grove of Solara, leaving Sylas to his next calling, summoning Luriel, the spirit wolf of Luna. The stone around them gleamed, the water shimmered, and silver starlight took the shape of fur and breath. Luriel's gaze fell first on Sylas alone. You smell of moonlight, a stray cub of Thornhold. You bear her light in your blood. Do you know why? The spirit's truth waited in the air between them, and the grove held its breath. This is episode 10 of the Chronicles of Celestria, Embers of Anarchy. So, we come today to where we picked up last time. As Sylas, you have just been... Well, you had a drink, you howled a little bit, and before you amassed this gigantic beast, a spirit beast you now know to be Luriel, spirit wolf of Luna. Before we closed off last session, he said to you, Sylas, cub of Thornhold, I smell the moonlight in your blood. I see her tides in your heart. Do you know why? After that, he exhaled and you felt the heat of the breath in your very bones. Before he then ended it with, then hear and carry this truth. As he kneels down towards you, his head now inches from your face, he looks to you knowingly. You summon me to answer for sins not mine. The claws that tore flesh were not mine, but were born of me. A shadow I cannot leash. It feeds on what I once was, and it grows bold. If you would understand this, then prove you are not as blind as the men who hunt me. They seek the crescent moonstone. They seek control. For a moment, he looks over at the rest of the grove. The druids standing next to Miriala, the glow moths in the vicinity. He locks eyes with a couple of you before he turns back to you, Sylas. Find the truth in the waters of Moonlit Lake. Drink and dream. If your hearts remain still, it will show you what walks beyond the veil. If they falter, it will show your true selves. He sits back. What do you do?
Sylas is, first of all, very, very humble at this point, knowing that what is in front of him is not a sight you see like every single day, let alone in your life. He is almost as frozen, because he can't believe first what he saw and then what he heard. So wait. Crescent moonstones? Is it like Moonlit Lake? But why? Why me?
As you say this out loud, Miriala looks to you. You understood him. Interesting. As unbeknownst to you, Sylas, all of that was in your head. You heard every word, but it wasn't spoken.
Wait, what do you mean I understood him? Like, he was speaking, right? Didn't you hear him?
No. That is the grace of Luna. We are able to speak with Luriel only if he so chooses. That is why only by imbibing the waters from the moon pool are we able to commune with such a beast. As she looks to Luriel, you can see she's pondering for a moment before she turns back to you, Sylas. You mentioned a crescent moonstone? Is that right?
True.
She looks to him before turning back to you. There is an artifact. We have a stone. It is a crescent shape, and between the points lies a gem of starlight, as bright as the moonlight sky. The stone is said to be the stone of Luriel, said to be what could bring him back in times of need. They seek the stone. What could be the connection? What else did he ask of you?
It was a task for go to Moonlit Lake and
I
then
see.
drink the water and then something was about to happen. But I'm still wondering, why me? I have no connection to Luna. Like, we go with the stars, not the moon.
Her lady works in mysterious ways. I am merely the voice of her, for you and those of the Grove. For a moment, you notice that Luriel looks to Miriana. They share a glance before she steps forward and invites and gestures towards the rest of you who are standing up on the side there. Can I ask, whilst this has been happening, you guys have seen Sylas go over, you've heard him let out a howl, and suddenly seen this form basically growing from the air currents around you, almost like the stars are just catching it, the air breeze. And then suddenly there's a full-on large wolf, giant in size, just sitting before Sylas. What are the rest of you doing in this moment? Let's start with Diego.
I knew you were going to come to me. I'm leant over the railings, sort of like next to Ashira, just kind of like watching it all happen. And when I see him like howl and the wolf appears and everything's going on, I just nudge Ashira and I'm just like, you know, when I first met Sylas, I never thought he had the dog in him, but he does, you know? Like he really does.
They call us tieflings crazy, but look at this.
Some of you are.
What do you imply?
Oh, nothing. Oh, look, another wolf. And then like Diego tries to steer the conversation away.
Let's come now to... Let's come to Mirabelle. Mirabelle, as you're standing on the other side of the bridge, sort of against the post there, or the railing of this bridge, what are you doing?
I'd probably feel a bit off, like, magic. This is not. What kind of magic is this? And she just. I think she just feels like leaving right now. Also, would she have clocked that Zell had left?
Yeah. I would say you've noticed, probably, as you stood out, that Zell is no longer with you guys, yeah.
So I would probably, as Diego and Ashira are having their little conversation, I would just sort of go over to them like, some foul magic. Ugh, like, I don't know if it's foul, but there is magic at work here. Also, maybe Zell left too. Maybe he felt it too.
Can I have a perception check from you, please, Mirabelle? With a 6, you don't notice it,
He's as blind as a bat.
but you can hear what sounds almost like flapping wings. As to your side, although you don't see it, is a glow moth who seems to be awfully fond of the slight glow that you're giving off. But yeah, you don't see it. It's just behind you. You hear a little bit of a flapping wing every now and then. Anybody who looks at Mirabelle will see this. But yeah.
I'll just be like, Elirr, what's this?
Elirr, as you're being asked about these magics and the strangeness of it, what are you doing?
Well, they did talk about ritual, right? Ritual is magic. Nothing to be afraid of. And I guess I look over at the other three.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Last but not least, before we move forward, Ashira, are you doing anything in particular, or was that the conversation with Diego? What is Ashira doing?
No, I'm happy for that. She's just sort of like scratching her head,
Mhm,
and is also in that same breath, also like mumbling to herself in that like, they call us crazy, but look at these bunch, you know.
mhm, mhm. And last but not least, Judge, all the way at the back, hanging by the sort of the opening at the base of the tree where you guys were just in this grove. What are you doing as you step out?
I think Judge is just kind of studying the beast that has now been having this kind of. He doesn't know what he's seeing with it, but I mean, he's just kind of watching it and then keeping an eye on the rest of his party members, making sure like no one does anything too crazy, no one goes out and makes some crazy step. I mean, he's wanting them all to kind of keep back and let Sylas kind of handle his business.
Perfect. And as you guys are all there, standing together, Miriala turns to you all and says to you, "Please, come join us. Perhaps we may be able to speak with Luriel if he allows us to do so. Please, come join us," as she gestures to all of you to cross the bridge. Does anybody not do so? Or do you all move across?
I might ask everyone before. And we want this because
It'll be fun. Come on. And I just push Mirabelle slightly ahead of me as I start walking across the bridge.
if you insist.
It'll be fine. Look, what is the worst that could happen? Eh? The wolf could try to attack us? Nah.
We could
not
get
going to us.
eaten.
It'll be fine.
I don't want to get eaten.
You'll be okay.
Well, he probably has answers. I mean, here is a kind of like bodily spirit, right?
Yes, and I have spoke to him before. It didn't eat me. Come on, let's go.
You're all a bit perplexed by this. Like, what? Hold on, wait, what? When did you speak to him? As you cross the bridge, Diego, his eyes are focused on you as you step
Hey.
across.
I just give him a nod.
You distinctly can see he almost nods back at you. His head does a slight bow as his gaze returns to you, Sylas. If you wish, I can speak to each of you together. However, if you want to be just us, I shall allow you to talk just to me. Would you prefer that everybody hears what I must say? I will tell you of the shade.
What shade?
Miriala turns, and you can all see that she hears Sylas speaking as he does so. Perhaps she can give us more information on the attacks in nearby groves, such as that from yours, Master Thornholm. Moonfield?
X? But you mean the attacks we had like a few days ago?
This letter, as she pulls out the letter that you gave her earlier and she read as you arrived at the grove. She sort of pulls it open. The scroll from Lady Oriana of your grove. They believe that Luriel may be attacking nearby druids and groves, as well as those who travel through the forests. They leave marks of claws and bites similar to that of a wolf, but one not nearly his size. Anything we can learn may help not just the Grove of Luna prepare, but also those around us, and clear Luriel's name. Perhaps we could learn more from him.
Well, we can. I believe it's good to inform the rest of my friends about this. I won't be the one who denies them the truth or another quest. I don't want to drag someone in with druid stuff they don't believe in. So if they say, if Luriel tells them, they might believe it.
Sylas, you hear, as you look back to Luriel, you hear in your head, you wish for them to know the truth. As he looks you up and down, I will speak only of what is needed. Should you wish for me to do so, I will allow them to hear my voice.
I'll try to respond in my head this time. Having noticed that everything I said that was picked up by Muriel. So I will respond in my head. They can't know. I promised no one could ever know.
His eyes lock with yours. Very well. As he stands up on all fours, and you can all see this, as the wolf stands up on his hind legs, he then begins to howl towards the moon. And then sits back down, and there's that echo, a light echo, heard all around you. As if coming off the trees, and a gust of wind passes you all. As you then all hear, for the first time, hello, all of you. Welcome to the Grove of Luna. As Miriala sort of nods her head down, and you can see she's putting her hand on her chest as she does so, almost as if bowing to Luriel. My name is Luriel. I am the spirit beast, the spirit wolf of Luna, protector of this grove. I ask for your support. Long ago, I was a lone grey wolf that prowled these lands. Luna, in her mercy, freed me long ago from the things that once made me cruel. Hunger, rage, loneliness. But what was purged cannot be destroyed. My pain, my thirst, my hatred were torn from me, and they became something else. That shadow took form. It runs still as he looks around. His ear twitches slightly. It is referred to as the Shade Wolf, where I guide and guard as he looks to you, Diego. It hungers and devours. It leaves only emptiness, and it binds that emptiness to others with its curse. He sits back down, and looks at all of you, meeting the eyes of each and every one of you, looking to Miriala, before looking back to you, Sylas. Now, the balance falters. The shadows grow strong. The hunger is spreading, and I smell the hands of mortals tampering in it. The ones who wear red hoods. The ones who carry chains of shadow. They have done something, though what I do not yet see. There's a light growl as you can all feel there's an element to what he's saying which has angered him slightly. Perhaps they may hold a mirror of this very stone. As he looks down, and you, for the first time, notice that at the feet of the beast, almost blending in with him himself, is a crescent-shaped stone in the center of the platform, and it appears to be made of almost marble. It's almost like a C, a crescent shape. And it's impossibly smooth the whole way around. But the 2 points between them, it's a single gemstone held by either point. And as you look at it, it's as though that impossibly white gemstone reflects the moon itself.
I'm gonna just break out of this for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Judge is gonna do a perception check around the area because we were just told the day prior that they were trying to set up some sort of attack.
Yep.
We were literally in the area when they ambushed us. So Judge is now like on guard a little bit.
Sure.
And he's gonna. Yeah.
I will say anybody who would like to do so, you can do a perception check, and I can say what if you're looking around past this wolf, if you're not solely focused on him at this moment. Then yeah, you can do so. Let me know if you're not rolling.
I will not be rolling.
Diego will not.
I'm also
Makes
not.
sense.
Sylas
Makes
will
sense for
not.
Diego, doesn't it?
Ashira will be looking. Mirabelle will be looking. Judge will be looking. Elirr, would you be looking around, or would you be focused right now?
Elirr would take in the scene, but he wouldn't necessarily look for danger. Like,
Cool.
Would notice the whole, vibe in the grove, maybe, but
not
solely focus on the wolf, but not looking
explicitly
for
looking.
danger
Cool.
specifically.
And
So
I'd just like to say, Diego's not focused. He's become absent-minded slightly and is actually daydreaming, if anything, during
Yeah.
this whole thing.
okay, yeah, I like it. You're a little bit tired, a little bit daydreamy. I love it. That's good. So yeah, we have the 4 of you. Mirabelle with the 6, a 13 from Judge, an 8 from Mirabelle, a 13 from Judge, and a 22 from Ashira. As you're all on your guard, you're aware that there was something mentioned. And as you look around, I'd say that Mirabelle, it's hard to make out what's really happening. I'd say that with an 8, you're aware now that there appears to be glow moths in the area, which are all almost looking in your direction. It's as though they're attracted to the light that you're giving off. Even though there's this spectral beast in front of you, flame is not something that's normally seen in the grove. So they're obviously a little bit perplexed by this. And everywhere you look, you see these 2 big beady eyes looking towards you with these sort of antennae that hover over their eyes, bobbling in between. But that's the main thing you notice. Judge with the 13, nothing appears to be out of the sorts. You did notice that there was a gentleman who appeared to be particularly keenly observing the right side over up here. This gentleman.
Can you ping him out?
Yeah, this gentleman up here with the blonde hair. He appears to be watching over towards this direction. And he's more focused on that, doesn't really seem to be caring what's going on over here with the wolves. And I would say that the druid that's with him appears to have her gaze on the wolf. So you notice that he's the only one that seems a little bit maybe off.
He's the only one. Okay. Okay.
Before we do anything, Ashira with a 22, you notice that everyone else in the grove appears to be fixated on this beast. Every single other druid appears to be looking up here, including the drow down to the south. You can also see that there's a dwarven gentleman on the other side of the platform who is looking down. And you also see in the distance what looks to be the hood outline of Zelentrus heading down towards the forest, the path that you came in. And of course, you also see this one gentleman who appears to be fixated on what looks to be a sort of maybe a path that sort of offshoots under the tree line over here. Yeah, that's about all you see. He doesn't appear to be interested in the wolf. Everyone else is perplexed.
Can I insight that guy?
I'll allow that, yeah. If anybody would like, Ashira or Judge, if the two of you would like to roll insight to see what you see.
Unnatural 20.
Wow. As we have,
Oh my lord, yeah.
as we have a
Hell yeah.
20,
Yeah.
and then we have a dirty 20 from Judge, and then a nat 20 with a
Yeah.
+7 from Ashira. As the two of you look at him, he doesn't appear to be looking at anything in particular. He's watching the entrance of that area. He seems to be leaning up against the post. It doesn't look like he's particularly menacing in any way. It's as though he's waiting for someone to come through there. You will know that he was here earlier with both the High Guardian Elirr Stormsong of the Wardens of Harmony, as well as Mirabelle, the Archdruid of the Lunar Grove, basically. So yeah, he doesn't appear to be doing anything menacing. He's not even clutching his blade. He's just standing where he is. What you will notice is that he doesn't appear to be dressed like the other druids here. Something is more official about him, but you can't quite determine what. Even with a 27 from Ashira, from this distance, you're not entirely sure where it comes from, but he's obviously not from here. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what you guys would see. Do
Okay.
you do anything with this, or?
Since I'm behind, I would like to think Ashira probably notices that he's like Judge is like watching that dude,
Mhm.
and he's kind of keeping his gaze on him.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye on that guy.
Cool. Yeah. And as you do so, the rest of you who are paying attention to the wolf, you would hear that as he moves, as Luriel moves his paw off the stone so you can see it in its glory, the crescent stone with the white gemstone, he says to you, "They have done something, though what I do not yet see. Perhaps they hold a mirror to this very stone, poisoned with a dark gem. With it, they would be able to call my shadow closer to the waking world." Mirabelle turns to you, Sylas, as she can now hear the voice of Luriel. "One of our most holy relics is an artifact. The Stone of Luriel. The Stone of the Wolf. If balance is to be restored, shadow must be quenched. And to do this, you must journey to the Moonlit Lake, where the light of Luna falls purest upon this land." Luriel speaks once again. Before any of you can get a word in, he says, "Fill a vial with its radiant waters and return it here. I will join those waters with the moon pool of my lady's grove. When their lights combine, they will wash away the hunger that grips these woods, and may keep the Shade Wolf at bay for a time. But know this, should you venture to the lake will test you. It will show you what you crave and what you fear. If your heart wavers, its waters may sour in your hand. He rises back again onto all fours with his head down, as you can see that he looks a little bit solemn in this moment as his voice darkens. And if the Shade Wolf finds you, pray that your strength does not falter. One bite is all it takes to make his hunger your own. And with that, Sylas, as he looks to you, you feel the breath, you see the teeth that hang over his jaw begin to dissipate as the great wolf's form shimmers like a mirage, fading, leaving only the very faint scent of lavender and moonlight and the silent gaze of the rest of the grove. What do you guys do? I will tell you now, it's actually not as late as the map may present itself. It's fairly early. You guys arrived here in the late evening. It's now just turned past dusk. So you arrived here just before 6. I would say it's probably around 7:30, 8 o'clock at this point. What do you do?
Is the Crescent Shade stone, is it still on the ground?
It is still there. It appears to be it's standing upright. So you can see the stone facing you from where you are. And it looks as though it's sort of got the moon on its side. So you can see it's like that crescent shape with the stone. But it's got, looks like it's sort of placed on something. Almost like something is held together in. It seems to be standing upright, but it's placed on something which is holding it upright. So you can see it.
Lady Night Whisper.
Yes.
I don't know what to do. Should I take the crescent? Should I leave it here? Like, was it here all along?
Stone of the Wolf must never leave the Grove of Luna. It is said to be the commune, the sacred artifact to allow us to communicate with Luriel's beast form. Without it, the grove would no longer be under his guard. However, you could take these, as she pulls out from her side what looks to be 2 vials with a sort of like leaf almost on the top to block whatever would come in or out. What we would need from all of you, should you be willing. It appears Luriel has selected you for this journey. It appears he is fond of you as she looks to you, Sylas. We would need you to collect the water from the Moonlit Lake. It lies beneath the Grove of Luna. Between here and the Grove of Solara is said to be the holiest of lakes, where the water itself is teeming with life. It is where Luriel was said to have basked in Luna's light. It is where the moon and Luna were first said to have made ascension into the night sky. If you would like, you are more than welcome to stay the night, though we cannot guarantee that you will enjoy or we cannot guarantee that we can grant you to enjoy the dream sleep of the druids. All are welcome to bask in Luna's light. Her blessing lies on these grounds. The very soil drinks in her radiance. Rest beneath her glow, and you may yet carry her strength into what comes next. However, I will advise that there is some urgency to this. With each night, there are said to be more attacks in the forests. You are more than welcome to come and go as you please on these grounds. what you do.
Upon hearing her that the crescent moon thing should never leave the grove, I will leave it untouched. I will sit by it on one knee, murmuring a prayer, something combining the stars and the moon to acknowledge that it's a powerful artifact. Other than that, I will stand up and take the vials from the United Whisper.
Perfect. As you
and I
can
look
take
up to the rest.
2 vials and add that to your sheet.
So, it's saying the cultists, they harness the power of this shade wolf. We might be in for a treat.
Wait, there is a shade wolf? What is going on?
Well,
You guys paying attention? Didn't you hear all that?
Oh, he was talking to us too?
yeah.
Oh, I just thought that because I had the connection, maybe I'd got the frequency right, and that is why I could hear. I wasn't quite sure. No, I understood. I heard something about the lake and getting some vials of water. Should be easy. I've collected water before.
I'd like to do an insight check to see if if he really understands the thing, or he was absent-minded.
Sure. Yeah, let's
I
have
don't,
that.
I don't think you need to roll.
Yeah, okay. Diego, are you absent-minded from this with 23
Yeah,
from
Sylas rolled anyway. Yeah, Sylas can clearly see I wasn't paying full attention. I
Mhm.
may have heard a word or two.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, seems like those Red Hoods are in league with their Shade Wolf and are trying to do really bad things. So probably should help.
You think they are connected?
Well, like he
Well,
said.
Elirr.
Yeah.
I was wondering if maybe the Shade Wolf is like the same thing as Talon?
Yes, I know Talon.
You know Talon.
Well, as in, we know Talon.
Okay. Well, maybe that. Well, he calls him Shade Wolf, but maybe they call it Talon? Maybe it is the same thing, right?
Oh, but wolves do not have talons. They have claws. You know?
I don't
Yeah,
think
but-
they're connected in that way. I don't have all the answers. I don't know why they're targeting the grove specifically, but seems like they're targeting just anything tie relationship to gods in general. I mean, let's look at their track record so far. They've targeted Miss Evangeline, though I know it was misconstrued to someone else, but still, she was highly connected to a temple. They've now targeted a grove, as we all know, which is highly connected to the goddess Luna. I honestly, and there's other groves, which I would also think are connected to the gods. I think they're just using the Shadow Wolf to try to cause some chaos amongst the groves and start some problems there.
Well, maybe, but they have been stealing different type of stones, right? And perhaps even have a mirror stone of this one. They stole my stone. They are trying to steal the stone from Doliana,
Sure.
maybe?
You know what the stone you carried? Do you know anything about that stone?
Not that much. It was our family heirloom until it got stolen, and all I know is that it was forged many years ago.
Let's think about what the wolf just said, or even what Mirabelle just said.
Yes.
The stone
Let's.
seems to be connected to some sort of higher power. So what if they're after these stones to try to reach the power of gods to do
Power of
whatever they
gods.
want to do? Exactly.
Yes.
I think that is our only really good lead and prediction of what's going on here. I don't think, to me, it seems a little too weird to just have a power of a shadow wolf just to use it for small things like this.
Exactly
No
what I
offense.
was thinking.
No, you weren't. Anywho,
You can ask your god in your head. The Lady of the Forge, yes?
I could.
Oh, it's related too. No? Did we not hear that they were planning something at the Forge Heart Citadel? Ah, I heard that one.
That could be a good job, Diego. Everyone give a clap to Diego for getting that one. Good job, buddy. All right. Well, listen. I think we rest and we head out in the morning to go get these vials of water, and we slaughter these cultists on the way.
And just to confirm, you want to wait till morning?
Yes.
Do we have to do the Moonlit Lake at night? How
What?
far is it?
I don't think so. I just think, you know, that at the very end, what's her face? Lady Nightshade, Arc Druid, Nightshade, Nightwalker, Night something. She was talking about there being more attacks. So, you know, the longer we leave it, potentially more people are dying.
I know that, but let me give you a rebuttal. All right. So at night, it's night outside, right? Now, some of y'all might have night vision, and I understand that. Good for y'all. I know. Exactly. I don't either. The Shadow Wolf might actually be really better at hunting us at night. So if we're out there at night, that thing we might be at a disadvantage, essentially, right? And who knows what spells these cultists have. I'd rather have the advantage of seeing them during the day than have the disadvantage of moving in a dark night and not see any, unless, you know, these lovely druid people here have some sort of things they can give us to help us see in the night and get there quicker. Since they are wanting us to go do this mission for them.
And, if I remember rightly, did they not say something about the wolf's bite giving you rabies or something?
Exactly. So maybe they can have some stuff to help us out here and get us going at night, you know? Give us some extra little help if they want us to leave right this second.
And some payment, of course. We don't do charity work here, do we now?
Yes, and it's also going to be related to the rats in the city, because they're both animals.
Okay, I think you guys are taking
Could you guys, please, shut up and be a little more respectful to this grove? Thank you.
Can I ask, is this conversation happening within earshot? Or is this private?
Oh yeah, Judge, especially that last part, Judge made that loud so she can hear it, because he wants them to help them. If he's like, if they're gonna send us out at night knowing there's a lot of attacks happening and it's dangerous, obviously they should be helping us out if they want us to complete this for them. So Judge is saying that outwardly. Like, that last part is loud.
Well, if you must know, Moonlit Lake probably should be visited under the guidance of the moon, if you wish to take the waters from it with its radiance.
Going to say that.
Or at the very least, early morning. In terms of getting to it, it's actually not far, less than a day's journey. I intend to send Princess Soliana, once she has finished collecting her things, back to Sylvanthal. I would need to cast a high-level spell to allow her to travel through. I may be able to send you there now, but you would have to travel back on foot.
I think any sort of help would be in good graces, ma'am.
So just to confirm, you can send us and her in the same day?
Provided I have the support of the other druids. That is within my power, yes.
I just didn't want to, you know, take her travel away for us. But if we can both do it, maybe we should do it tonight. If we're going to get there immediately.
If you can get us there quickly, ma'am,
get you
I would be
close.
willing to go.
The
That's
only
better
thing
than nothing.
I will say, even an archdruid such as myself is forbidden from casting lunar magic, her magic, on the sacred ground, similar to that of the Grove of Solara. My mistake. It is an agreement we have between the groves. Stop any infighting. They could see my magic if I get too close as being threat on their holy grounds.
You can cast it here, but you can't cast it to the Grove of Sula.
I can cast the spell to bring you close. I cannot cast it at the lake itself.
I think
The
that
lake
will
is
be
sacred
fine.
ground, Diego.
No, I understand that the lake is sacred ground, but is not the lake the sacred ground to the goddess of the moon for the moon grove?
The Moonlit Lake is said to be that of both Luna and Solara's holy ground.
Oh,
It
that's
lies
convenient
between
for them, eh?
the two groves. It is said that Solara guards the lake during the day whilst Luna sleeps, and Luna watches over it and its creatures throughout the night.
Yeah, thing.
Excuse me?
Ignore
Don't worry.
him. Yeah, ignore him.
Oh, look at this moth!
Anywho,
Yes.
I think we would be very willing to go at night if you can get us close enough.
Absolutely. Would you be willing to go shortly? Do you need anything from us? I must say it may be worth collecting your thoughts, maybe speaking to the other druids of the grove, if they have anything to say before you visit it. In the meantime, I must see to Princess Soliana and her guardian, as she looks over across the water and gestures to the blonde gentleman that you were looking at earlier. The Elder Warden, Thalion Moonshadow, who protects her. They will need to go first, as it is their royal right as first to be sent in case the power does wane. Please excuse me, as she steps away from all of you towards the bridge. What?
Well,
Alas, I understand that you have to have some form of respect, but do you really want to do this for free?
Do we need to have a price on everything?
Our lives, maybe yes.
No.
a good point.
Guy can always decide
Who
not to come, but this is a druid thing. And
How about this?
we are needed.
Maybe I have a little word with her. You know, the smooth talker like myself, I can maybe say some of us will do for free and some will want a little cost.
Now, I
Yeah,
think, look, if I may just play both sides here of the coin. Look. One, this whole situation, what we've been dragged into, is obviously higher than what we thought it was. Right? I mean, they're targeting groves that are towards gods and all that stuff. And I know some of y'all don't even really care about the gods very much. But I don't think this Talon is much better. And honestly, I like to think they're worse than what the gods really are. So in my eyes, I think we should just do this, try to stop whatever plans that these people may have, and then we might get some coin from the city and other things out of it. But this is a simple run, grab, and go. I don't think there's much of a, if something does happen, we get attacked, then, well, we do what we do best, and that is
Run.
no.
Oh,
I
no.
slam my
Okay.
hammer and beat them down.
Yes, you
If
do
you
that.
want to
I'll
do
stand
this-
far away.
If you want to do this for free, Sylas, I will do it for you because you are my friend, not because of these people and this grove or any religion. However, you said yourself these people are the most funded out of all groves. If anyone can afford us, it is them.
Yes, look at the marble flooring. Great.
Well, maybe there is not just monetary reward.
No, well, I mean, I don't want to be paid in kind, but maybe some items.
How about we complete the mission first, and then we can make demands? Isn't that
Yes.
always a good way to look at it? I mean, if we get the water, they're always going to want the water from us. We can use that as a bargaining chip of getting more off of them. But right now, I think we got to prove ourselves to these people first so we can actually get things done.
Yes.
Is that
Besides-
fair, Ashira?
And besides, he mentioned that maybe the other druids in this grove could provide us with help. Either like information, maybe items, maybe I don't know. But I'm not asking you, all of you, to come with me on this journey at all. But this might be connected to a deeper thing. Like, what if we discover the actual thing that the guys are planning, and we take that information back to the city? Wouldn't the city be rewarding you for all the information that you will be providing?
You are not wrong, Sylas, but living like some of us do, not of the land, good praise doesn't pay for food or sleep or, it's soft bed at night, so you gotta understand the mindset. But again, if you want to do this, I'll help. I think most of us will.
Sometimes it does.
Silas, we will help. We in this together. We've been thrown together by call it fate, or but these people, as the big wolf said, they disturbing the balance. Not just here, they targeting all kinds of places. So we should probably do that, help, like you said.
And to be fair, Elirr, you do owe him.
First of all, Silas chuckles at the words "thrown" by Elirr. Like, right. But you are right. Like, the balance of nature itself is disturbed at this point. And I don't ask you guys to understand it. But as a druid, if there is something I can do to bring balance back again, then it's almost like some sacred duty. I only hope that the darkness will stay away, and if it's not, that I can shield myself from it. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Shield yourself
If
from
there
the
is any
darkness.
left.
You mean all of us, right? This darkness would try to get any of us. We all should.
Look, do not worry. When I am at this sacred place, maybe I'll glow again, and then the darkness will have to.
Right. I don't know much about nature. Nature's not my forte, but this place is absolutely beautiful. So I will do what it takes to keep it safe.
What about you, Mirabelle?
I will join you. I have to understand. You have to understand. It's all a bit scary to me, like all this magic and nature, and it's very much outside my comfort zone. But I will help you. But I also agree with Ashira. I mean, I'm a poor woman. If we can get anything out of this, would be nice.
So we could ask for housing, eh?
Well, I'm pretty sure housing is not a problem for me right now, but more like
Oh, okay.
money.
Silas will take a step forward to stand in between the rest, maybe touching the guys. Like, thank you for this, guys. I really appreciate it. Let's talk to the druids first, and then maybe later to the archdruid to see if she can provide us with anything that can be helpful. We might get some food tonight. We get some provisions to take along the way. That at least we can sleep, eat, and hope for the best.
So what you're saying is, we take a short rest now, while gathering information, and then we head out after said raid.
I think
Should
that's
we
a
inform
fair.
Zell?
Oh,
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, I'll stay here and, like Ashira said, I might try to reach out to Hildegard and even Luna, even pray a little bit and see if they have any information they might be able to glean to us before we leave. But
I must speak to Soliana before she leaves, so please excuse me as I start scurrying away, trying to catch up with her.
So that leaves Sylas, myself, Elirr, and Mirabelle to gather some information.
Well, I'm mostly good with information or from books, but sure, I can find help.
Paper comes from trees. Speak to them.
all right,
Thank
we'll
you.
break. Good job, everybody. Got a plan.
And as you guys decide on this, Ashira, as you're crossing over the bridge, you see before you, the bridge has sort of got an arch to it. I hope that comes through on the map here, but it basically has a bit of an arch. And as you come down the other side of it, you see before you is a elven woman who is very clearly a druid here at the Grove of Luna. She has dark black hair and a sort of a slightly golden tiara that goes around her head and a staff to her side. And she looks to you as you come across, and she sort of almost looks to you in a way that she wants to say something to you. Can I have a perception check from you, please?
Yeah. The 9.
With a 9, yeah, you notice her. You don't notice much about her other than the fact that she looks like she's sort of looking towards you as you come over, and she looks like she's about to say something but is holding herself back.
Okay, well, I think Ashira would come over this arch bridge and then look around, spot Blondie in the corner, and then is off to go there. But then as she turns, maybe look at the woman that looks like she wants to say something, and sort of half stops and is like, "What?"
Excuse me, are you Miss Argent?
Yes, that would be correct.
My name is Leora Greenleaf. I am the first class student here at the Druids of Luna. Lady Miriala, she says that you would like me to cast sending or to message someone close to you. Is that-
Oh, yes. Are you able to help me?
Well, I certainly hope so. Who is it that you wish to be in contact with?
Would be my grandfather. Do you need anything?
Your grandfather. Does he have a name?
His name is Remus Argent.
No. Unfortunately, I've never spoken to him. Nor do I know him. We may be able to contact him via the winds. Is he familiar with magic?
Very, very familiar. And I also have some items that belong to him, if that helps.
This may be perfect. What do you have?
She sheepishly gets this coin and she pulls it out. This is a old trick that he taught me. Don't ask. And it's a double-sided coin with tails on either side.
This must have some meaning to you. We could use this. Would you care to spend a moment with me? You could send a short message on the winds, and we may be able to hear if he understands that he has 25 words to get back to you.
Okay,
You will need to think hard on what you wish to say.
It was almost like I knew this was going to happen because I just have the right words in my mind for this.
That's awfully convenient. As you can see that she's holding out this coin that you gave her, and as she's focused on it, she seems to be concentrating already on this coin, and you can feel what's almost like a light wind running through her hand. You can almost see the air rippling slightly. Once you know what it is you wish to speak, I can echo those words to him for you. Speak them aloud, and I shall share. Wind sending is a spell that requires an awful amount of focus.
Can I start?
Once you're ready.
Grandfather, the amulet stone is being hunted. Cultists seek it. Tell me its true purpose and why someone would risk their life for it.
Is that exactly 25 words?
I counted it. We can count it
Okay,
again.
yeah, no. It sounded like I was trying to keep up with it, but you said it really quickly. Yeah, okay. You say this to her, and she echoes it as you say it. Can I have it one more time from you?
Okay. Grandfather, the amulet stone is being hunted. Cultists seek it. Tell me its true purpose and why someone would risk their life for it.
Yeah. 24 or 25 words. As you see that she echoes this, and you can see that the eyes that were sort of a blue color now go completely white. Her pupils dilate. The color to them has gone almost like a moonlight color. And you can see the wind around the coin. It begins to spin in her fingers as there's wind shuffling through, and it sort of funnels past through her hand, and you can see that it almost shoots across the wind through the trees. What you would notice, can I have a perception check from you, please, Ashira?
Yeah, 1 second. 24.
24? With your perception check of 24, you notice that it's heading out in the direction that you believe you came down on the pathway. Down, or on the road down towards the Grove of Luna. It's heading almost directly that way towards Sylvanthal itself. And you can see that the wind shoots in that direction as she says this, and her eyes begin to sort of come back to their normal color. The coin begins to slow and then stop as it falls into her hand. If he messages back, if he is familiar with the spell, perhaps he will contact you. You mentioned grandfather. Would he know of anyone else? Would it be anybody but you that he tries to message back?
No, he should know that I am the one who calls him grandfather and seeks the stone.
Perfect. Then hopefully the message will be received, and he may message you back. If I can be of any further assistance, please do let me know. Miriala is currently waiting for Princess Doliana to travel via plants back to Sylvanthal.
Well, I was just trying to catch her before she goes, to be honest. So if you see her, please let her know I'm waiting for her.
Oh, by all means. If you'd like, you can wait with Thalion there. He is a harsh gentleman, but he is her guard. Perhaps it would be best to get familiar before you speak again to the princess. As she gestures you to go that direction.
We'll take my coin back.
Mhm.
Thank you for your help. I appreciate it.
You're more than welcome.
Take my way.
Mhm.
To Blondie.
Perfect. Whilst this has all been happening, First of all, can I have Ashira? Would you mind sending me the text if you have that, so that in writing, just so that I have it? It'd be great.
Text it to you.
Cool. The rest of you, as Ashira goes through, and you can see that she's having this conversation. She's now heading towards there. What are you doing in this time? What are the rest of you doing?
So, who wants to talk to who? We came across a few druids. Any takers? No?
Well, I have my own ways. If you have anyone in particular you would like to speak to, by all means, go ahead.
Fine, then I'll head back to the beginning, to one of the first druids we met.
Yep.
So you guys are following along, or are we just going our own way?
Are you guys in sort of groups? How are you guys going around?
Judge is staying on the platform.
Judge is going to say where he is. The rest of you. Elirr.
I guess I would follow Sylas because I did say earlier I don't really know what I'm doing, asking
Cool.
other people things.
Mirabelle.
I would sort of go over to Judge and kind of seeing as he's still standing there, and I'd be like, this makes me a bit uncomfortable. Everyone is looking at me weird. There are bugs everywhere. I have to
Well,
talk to these people.
you're unique to them. I mean, people, they find uniqueness to be interesting.
I think they worry I set the place on fire.
Nah, you wouldn't do that. I mean,
I know, but they still look at me like I would.
look, I think they're just looking at you because you're someone they've not ever seen before, and sometimes uniqueness can be a little intimidating for people to see around.
I will just stay here with you.
All right, if you want to join me in prayer, we can send a prayer.
I will join you. Yes, I'm pretty sure Sylas and Diego have more than enough charisma to deal with everyone else.
Exactly. Divide and conquer. That is one of the best things you can do, Mirabelle.
Merci.
Cool. So we have Mirabelle and Judge staying together. Elirr is following Sylas. Diego.
Diego walks across the bridge. And as he does, he gets to probably around about here. And he looks around to see everyone around, and he goes, spins his mandolin around, and begins to break into song to draw people to him. And he will start to sing The Fortune of the Vale as he is stood in the grove. Do you want a performance check?
I would need a performance check from you. Yes, please.
Okay. As I'm just trying to draw people towards me, so then I can talk to them. That's Diego's aim. Diego doesn't need to do the legwork. Okay, cool. So, this one, please be good. 16's not bad. Yeah, we'll put a 16.
Perfect. As with the 16, it is very apparent to everybody that Diego is currently playing some music. You can all hear the plucking of the mandolin, and you can hear the wind almost calm and ease. Anybody who is in eye shot of Diego, you can see there's a little bit of a glow to him. Once again, similar to that inside the actual grove itself. And with that, Diego, you can feel that there's eyes from druids all around you, looking in your direction. What you notice is that there's a dwarven gentleman who appears to be hopping off his bench and heading up to your direction as he hears this music and can see a faint glow just above, because you guys are slightly raised, he can just about make out the glow and the music. But you can see that anybody who's in eyeshot of you is fixated on you. Most of the other druids are either in prayer or are looking in your direction but aren't moving. But you can hear the rustling of this dwarven gentleman. You guys would notice this as you're coming down towards the other two, Sylas and Elirr. But yeah,
As
that's
I'm
what you-
playing,
Mhm.
if I see anyone look in my direction but they look hesitant to approach, as I'm like singing the song and playing the tune, I sort of like look in their direction with like a welcoming gaze, like almost to be like, come here, like as I'm singing, like to encourage them to walk
I'm
over.
not going to need a check from you because he's got a 16% performance. I'm going to say that probably the two closest walk up because they can make out
Perfect.
what you look
Perfect,
like,
that's
and they
what I
sort of head
wanted,
up
so-
towards you.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Perfect. So Ashira, you've had this conversation. I'd say that Diego, you were probably tuning your mandolin before starting to play, and as you did so, Leora Greenleaf, who was the girl who was talking to Ashira, also notices you and is looking at you as well. Ashira, as you walk to the right, before we come to you, let's go to Sylas and Elirr. Sylas and Elirr, what are you doing? Where are you heading?
Probably turning around slightly to hear the tunes from Diego, seeing him in this glow maybe. A faint chuckle, like there's more to the guy than I thought. And I just look over to Elirr, who's probably just following me, going to towards this lady down the south.
Yep, cool. I'd say for the sake of brevity, you guys make your way. Yeah, you make your way down whilst this is happening. What do you say to her? Do you say anything? Do you do anything?
I try to get her attention. I don't think if she's like in prayer or still attending to the garden as she did before to the animals.
Mhm.
But excuse me.
Oh.
Do you have a moment?
Oh, absolutely. Can I help you with anything? As you can see that her hands are a little bit almost like slightly grubby, a little bit covered in dirt, as she's been tending to the garden most of the afternoon, probably, you'd imagine. And it looks as though she's sorting out the nest of one of the nearby glow moths who you passed on the way down. How can I help you?
This might be a strange request, so if you can't help us, then that's okay. But we are headed for the Moonlit Lake later on.
Yes.
For a quest given up by us by Luriel.
I saw
Is
the
there
beast. Magnificent.
anything? Yeah. It's didn't expect it. To be honest. Is there anything you can help us with? Like, do you maybe have some information or maybe some goods you can share with us to aid us on
Information.
this quest?
You're heading to the Moonlit Lake.
We are, yes.
The Moonlit Lake is said to be a holy ground where the light of Luna's radiance shines. Even the waters are said to hold holy essence. Similar to here, the grove's soil holds onto that celestial power, that radiance of Luna's light. Many of the people who visit Moonlit Lake are said to be taken into some form of trance, as if they're visited by the gods themselves. Though there's no ill will, occasionally it's said that those who go there with ill harm or intent do face the wrath of Luna herself. It is said that she protects the moonlit water. Beyond that, I don't have anything else I can share. Have you spoken with Miriala, the Archdruid?
Briefly. But she rushed away to
See.
talk to to Lady Suliana for a different matter. So we're just going around the grove to see if we can get any information or maybe items that can help us during this.
Unfortunately, I don't
Yes.
own many items myself. However, the Moonlit Lake is about a day's travel north from here, past Telunara, the grove tree that you see before you. About a day's travel. I can't be of any more assistance, I'm afraid. Perhaps
That's
others might be able to, but
it's okay. It was a brutal question from me. I'm sorry to be intruded.
not at all. Not at all. As she says to you in Druidic, best of luck out there. As Elirr, you're just like, whoa, what is she saying? Yeah.
So I look at the lair like, now what, should we find someone else to ask questions to?
Well, there, maybe we should find something that can light the path or something. You know those dogs that disappeared, but also the shadow wolf sounds like you might not like, anything that's illuminating. If we do go there at night, maybe something that helps.
Could be, but we have measures to light up the area, so should be fine. And we dealt with them before, so we should be fine. But I think there's these other druids alongside the road from where we came. Maybe they have something on us. For us.
Well, maybe also someone who's been there frequently or a lot.
Oh, it is sacred ground, so I don't think a lot of people has gone there.
As you guys head down, as you're now moving down, we'll come back to you in a moment. As Diego, you've been playing the music. You can see that the crowds are starting to get towards you. There's a couple people looking around you. Ashira, you can see that there's the two figures before you. Lady Night Whisper, the Art Druid, and who you now know to be Thalion, the sort of guardian of Stoliana, are standing there waiting. You hear Diego playing the music behind you. You can also hear what sounds like a dwarf gentleman sort of stepping quite heavily through water. As to your right, you would see a heavy-set gentleman stepping and putting his boots into what looks to be basically the water before stepping across, shaking off his boots. What do? Do you approach Thalion or Mirabelle in this moment?
I think I go up to Thalion, the guard.
Mhm.
And excuse me, are you the guard of Princess Soliana?
He looks you up and down. His eyes dart to Miriala. Miriala sort of nods to him, and he says to you, "Hello. My name is Thalion Moonshadow. I am an elder warden of the Wardens of Harmony, and I am here to protect the princess. You are correct. Can I ask, what is your name and your business?"
Well, my name is Ashira Arjant. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Can I have a perception check from you? Sorry,
Okay.
very quickly. As you say Argent, you notice with a 10 that as you say Ashira Argent and come to the end of your sort of saying your name, you see his eyebrow twitches slightly. Argent. Interesting. And your business?
Is there a problem with my last name?
No, certainly not a problem. We know of the Argents within our ranks. We may have one within our ranks. Can I ask, what is your business?
Ashira smirks a bit. Okay. Well, I was speaking to her earlier, and I know that she has to travel back to Sylvantal very soon, but it seems that both me and her are in the same predicament. Well, nearly. I'm sure you would know, since you are her, protector. You should probably know everything important, so you probably are aware that she has a stone that she left behind in Sylvantal.
She spoke to you of the stone.
She did, because we actually also have a similar stone.
Can I have
But
a
mine was
perception check
stolen.
from you, please?
Might as well keep my sheet open at this
Might
point.
as well keep your sheet open. This is true.
I can't because of the recording. I keep minimizing it.
Mm-hmm.
A 6.
With
Going
the
well.
6, yeah, you notice he's listening intently, but as you mentioned the stone, he looked to be a little bit maybe uncomfortable with you talking about this in the open. But that's all you notice.
Okay, she will just lower her voice a tad then. I won't for the mic, but it'll be a bit quieter, a bit more hushed. Anyway, we were in possession of one of those stones ourselves in our family, but we have come of recently it's been stolen. And she has told me herself to immediately, well, not immediately, but as soon as possible, go to Sylvantal, all of us, and we are all invited to go see them, as she thinks it could be related.
He ponders this for a moment. I see. This is news to me. Lady Princess Doliana Sylvantal did not mention such intricacies. Miriala, you can see she's listening in from a distance. And she's watching you, Ashira, and this whole thing go on.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
What is it you wish to... Do you wish to speak with her?
Well, obviously, as I now look past him to Miriella, we've been summoned to a different quest that may take priority for now. Though I won't, we travel on foot or per cart. I'm not going to be able to make it back to Sylvantal for maybe a week.
Very well. Well, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss Argent. I believe Princess Soliana shouldn't be too long as he looks to Miriella. Sorry, Princess Soliana shouldn't be too long as he looks to Miriella. Hopefully, he takes all of her belongings and could be on our way soon. And as he says this... Sorry, go on.
I don't know of any Argents in the Guards of Harmony?
The Wardens.
Guardians of Harmony?
The Wardens,
of
Harmony.
Harmony.
We
Excuse me.
seek the balance of harmony on Earth, on the ground itself, on all of Celestria.
And it is safe to assume they're like me then, yes? They're Argent, a tiefling?
He looks you up and down for a moment. Yes. Do you not know of... Okay, well, forget me, I speak out of turn. Princess Soliana should not be long, as he looks to the bushes, and you see she actually appears. But before we come back to you, we're going to go back to Diego, first of all, before we come to Judge and Mirabelle. Diego, you've been playing this music for some time. You can see around you there's druids.
I get to the crescendo of the song, which I will attempt as Diego finishes the song with the mandolin playing of "So remember her whispers as you journey through time, the tiefling fortune teller with her magic and rhyme. For in every heartbeat, every soul she can see, the tapestry of fate weaves a story wild and free." And then he crescendos the mandolin, and he says immediately afterwards, he's like, "Remember all, my name, Diego the Lucky, child of the Umbral Moon, the light of Luna, Fortune's favorite and the conqueror of the impossible. Now, if you have anything that you could do to aid us, help us, gift us, or any of those other things, even information, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you. And I bow.
And as you bow, you hear the lady behind you, who Leora Greenleaf, this lady here. You hear she mutters, "Umbral Moon," as the other two druids step forward to you, and they say to you, "You are blessed. You are blessed with her grace. Luna's grace shines upon you."
Yes, hence why
Diego
I've
the
added that
Lucky.
new title. Yes, the Light of Luna.
The light of Luna.
Oh, fitting, right? Came up with it all by myself, about 5 minutes.
As you say this, you can see the two of them are a little bit like, they have a slight blush to them. Well, very few are graced with such blessing. We have been
Oh, that's-
partaking in the dream sleep for some time, but have yet to gain her favor. And yet she chose you.
oh, I can tell you now, I have been a daydreamer all my life. I get plenty of.
Deep sleep? As you see that Leora steps forward to interrupt. Says, "Girls, please, let this man speak. Welcome, Diego the Lucky, or Diego. I hope it's okay. In terms
Yes,
of
course.
what we can do to aid you, what is it you seek?"
Anything you can offer, potions, vials, weapons, armor, whatever you have to hand, really.
The Moonlit Lake is said to be a holy ground, but you wish to take weapons and armor?
As I have been told, there will be trials and tribulations, as well as a few unsavory sorts, I'm sure, at night time in a forest. You understand, right?
See. As you can see, she reaches to her side where there's a little pouch. It looks like it's woven together by leaves and vines. And she opens it up and reaches inside before pulling out what appears to be 2 more vials, this time with a red liquid within them. These are potions of healing. Perhaps they may guide you or prevent some misfortune.
You, maybe, this day, have saved not 1, but 2 lives. And we thank you eternally. But remember, ladies, as I gesture to all 3 of them, the pleasure will always be yours. Now, I must be off. We have plenty of things to do. But thank you very much. I do appreciate it. What was your name, by the way?
I am Leora Greenleaf. I am
Leora Greenleaf? Oh,
First
nice to meet you.
student under the Grove of
First
Luna.
student. Wow. Well, maybe we'll have a drink sometime. Who knows? And to you too. Lovely to meet you both. If you're ever in any town, tavern, inn, you'll probably hear of me. Anyway, pleasure. Again, is yours. Thank you. And
I
Diego slips off out of there.
And as you walk away, you can feel the eyes are on you as you're walking away. You're clearly being watched as you step away. As this is happening, Judge Mirabelle, some time has passed. What have you been doing during this period?
I like to
I've
think.
probably been watching Diego's performance from afar.
Very nice.
I just have to interject really quickly.
Mhm.
I get to give heroic inspiration out because I played a song during a short rest.
You do?
And that's why I did it.
Yeah.
And I get to give it to anyone that could hear it. Is there anyone in our party that couldn't hear it?
Zell.
Oh, that's fine. I will give heroic inspiration to Judge and to Mirabelle, as those two were nearby and I left them last. So they both get 1 free D20 reroll at any point they wish to use, until the end of their next long rest. And I also get one.
Yeah,
Thank
you do. You're very sneaky with this. I hadn't thought about it, but yes, technically you're right. You do get that with your short rest and you play the music, so yes.
Do I notice that Mirabelle's like watching towards
Mirabelle, how
Diego?
intently are you watching from a distance?
Not I'm not swooning or anything like that, but I'm taking an interest, but I'm also still very aware of my surroundings and that there's moths basically trying to eat me and that everyone's looking at me in a really weird way. So I'm uncomfortable and just to sort of, basically kill the time. I watch Diego.
Perfect. Cool. I would say that, Judge, you probably have a moment to yourself, whilst Mirabelle is otherwise distracted or watching along.
I like to think Judge is just, he's reaching out to both Luna and Hildegard because this is the Grove of Luna, so he wants to be respectful. I guess he's just asking them for guidance and just any information they can give, and also just information about himself. Like, I mean, what
Can I
is...
have you, if you don't mind, can I
Yes.
have you do this in character?
Okay, sure. Luna and Hildegard, I know you guys probably hear from me a lot, and I'm sorry. It's just, trying to get used to this whole thing going on, and we're about to go on a mission to some lake, and I just think it'd be nice to have a little bit of guidance on what if there's anything important we should know. Things of that nature, but also a little bit more information about myself, if you have anything, that is. I mean, these people are so full of life and things. I want to know if, am I alive? Am I something that's not just bolts and wires, essentially, but also to protect these people, and keep watch over them as we go out into this dangerous, potentially very dangerous mission.
As you do this, you feel a warmth in your core. It radiates through you. You feel that divine radiance, and it's incredibly powerful. It's familiar. It's that same burning feeling that you had when you were at the forge in that flashback or vision. You feel the warmth, but you hear nothing. Nothing but silence. They're with you, you would say. But at this moment, they're not answering.
Is there a difference between, like, is the warmth more similar to that of Hildegard, or would I get a sense like
You would
there's
believe.
two warmths in there that's...
So you are familiar with what you felt at the cathedral initially, and what you felt when you spoke or were spoken to by Hildegard. This is definitely the same warmth you felt with Hildegard.
Okay. So I get the feeling she's the one that's giving me this warmth, not Luna.
Yes.
I don't feel anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But there's no answer. There's no words. There's no thoughts that cross your mind. It's just silence.
I guess I would be just sort of kneeling down next to Judge. I have no clue whatever I'm doing. And I'm just sort of like side-eyeing him, like, what's he doing? Am I doing this praying thing? Am I doing it correctly? And then when he starts about himself, I just give up. Like, oh well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that God's no answers for me, but okay.
Hildegard.
I'll be praying.
As I feel that warmth, I'll just look to Mirabelle. The gods are with us. They're watching. Hildegard is watching.
That's good, no? I mean, is she
It
happy?
is. It is. No matter what happens out there, I won't let you guys get hurt.
Merci. And we should work together, no?
Well, I agree.
Perfect.
Don't worry. I understand this is not in your element. I'm not in my element. I got your back, Mirabelle.
I think the two of you in this moment, Judge, you feel very out of place here. You've never been in somewhere so, like, such a forest, such powerful, such beauty, such nature. You don't recall ever being in somewhere like this. And Mirabelle, you feel very out of place, almost like a candle on a damp windowsill. You are completely out of your element. This doesn't feel right. The mossiness of the air, the dampness from the water, the leaves, the air, the spirit wolf, this is all completely out of your comfort zone. The two of you are sort of on the platform together, having this moment, bonding in your sort of, I guess, new experiences here. In the meantime, before we come back to Ashira, Elirr and Sylas, as you approach these two drow druids, what are you doing? As you can see, there's a male and a female who are talking amongst each other, and they look towards you, Sylas.
Hello. Good evening. Well, sort of.
Hello.
Hello?
What is it we can do for you?
I have a question, and I don't want to be rude, so sorry if I'm intruding on anything. But we are going out on a quest to Moonlit Lake. Given by us, like by Luriel, and I was hoping if any one of you might have something useful on information or maybe, I don't know, potions or weapons or like anything that can help us on the quest.
The wolf chose you? He says in Elvish, why would he choose you? And then yeah, go on.
No, go on.
He then speaks in normal to, or in common to, the lady who is there. Diantha, perhaps we owe them some support. The least we could do, perhaps, is advise them of the ongoings in the area. Yes, brother. Perhaps it would be best to know that there are wolves in the forest. Not like that one, but like... well, unlike that what we've ever seen. They appear to be almost human.
Human.
All I can
how
say. They are...
Would I?
Yeah, go
would
on.
I know anything about human formed wolves?
Can I have a
Human-like
history check
wolves?
from you, please?
Yeah, sure.
Elirr, if you would like to do a history check here as well, you definitely can.
That'll be an 18.
An 18. So Elirr, this sounds odd to you with a 10. It just sounds like wolves that are sort of human-like. Sylas, you're familiar with the term wolf-born being thrown around earlier. You also recall maybe hearing about things such as like wolves that are pack alphas who will lead the group, and often they will be seen sort of more hulking form than a normal lone wolf would be. They're often heavier and larger. In terms of human, that doesn't sound like anything you're familiar with. Diantha looks at you as the two of you seem to be pondering your thoughts. My advice is not to get bitten. We knew someone who was. Do I know you, by the way? As she looks to you, Sylas. Where are you from? You're so familiar, as this is the druid who locked eyes with you and watched you. You felt you knew her from somewhere as you came in. but you couldn't place where.
I'm from the Thornfield Farms, near Thornholm.
No. Not there. She says in Druidic to you, Sylas. Did Oriana send you?
Can I do an insight check on how she's asking the question?
Definitely. You can definitely do an insight check. Yeah.
A 9.
With a 9, you're not entirely sure, but she obviously knows the name. And she looks to be asking almost with a little bit of disgust in her voice, but you're not quite sure what she's entailing.
Wait, you know Lady Starweaver?
Oh, he's like us. Right, I see. Another one.
What do you mean, like us?
We were druids of the circle, such as yourself, before we met Luna's Grace. The brother speaks to you. Yes, if I was able, you would see that I am blessed, as he glows slightly when he sings to you. And
Would I recognize it as the same glow as Diego?
You do.
had
It
earlier?
appears to be very similar to that of Diego's. Lady Oriana couldn't do anything when our brother was hurt. I decided we should leave. Of course, both my brothers followed. Fortunately, we were able to save Kanan here, but Dritz was not as fortunate. Luna's Grace saved his life. We've been followers ever since.
But what happened?
He looks to him, and his eyes are white. As white as the drow can get, as pale as they can get, all color drains from his face as he says, "The moon bear, the owl bear of the moon. We were camping one night, and they came. Diantha, could you?" "Yes, of course." "I was there. We were attacked by owlbears. They were bitten, attacked. Our brother was maimed. We could not save him. Kanan here. He was blessed with light by the grace of Luna, at the waters of the Moonlit Pool. It was there that we were able to heal him, to save him. If it wasn't for Archdruid Miriala, he may not be here today. We still stay out of the sunlight. It's in the moon that we feel most comfortable. Similar to the beasts who did this to our family. Is there anything else I can help you with?"
Oh, I do have a lot of questions now, but I don't think it's aiding our cause. It would just be like conversation. But would you might maybe spare some potions or anything that can
As
aid
she
us?
turns and looks to her brother Kanan, and he sort of rolls his eyes a little bit. Well, as she opens up her hand, and you can see that she's casting a spell, and in her hand is a bunch of berries, as there are 5 good berries in her hand that she offers to you. Will this aid you on your task?
Oh, that's more than generous. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. She sort of says it almost as if it hurts to come off her tongue. Word of advice for you, Druid of the Stars. Lady Oriana is not all she seems. I'll leave that with you. Just don't trust everybody that offers you something. And best of luck to both of you, to all of you. Kanan, shall we? As they turn to walk away. Does anyone say anything before they do?
I would say in Druidic, and this might, I think Elirr, he can't understand it, so it wouldn't be weird. But this time I would say, may her moonlight shine on you.
He looks back. And in Druidic, you hear. And the stars. As she continues to walk on. Almost like begrudgingly, as she sort of curtsies to you and steps away. And they actually very quickly seem to disappear behind the tree line here. Whilst this has all been happening, before we have the conversation with Ashira, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. And we're back. We just had a quick break. So, before we went away, yes, Elirr and Sylas, you two basically had the discussion with the drow gentleman and his sister. You also spoke to one of the other druids. You've managed to get some more information. You've also managed to gain the 5 good berries, which were cast up for you. The other thing that's happened is obviously we've had Judge and Mirabelle have a bit of a bonding moment on the platform where they're both feeling out of place together, which is kind of sweet. Then you have Diego performing for the ladies and slyly heading off, I imagine, in this sort of direction to get away from them, basically, after performing and learning a little bit about sort of Leora Greenleaf, the first druid of the Grove, basically. Ashira. In the meantime, we come to you. You spotted, after speaking to Thalion and Miriala, that in the corner of your eye, coming from the path, is Princess Soliana. Her elegance is still there. It's still about her. But she appears to be grasping onto a bunch of different bags and items as she walks towards you guys. You notice that Elder Warden Thalion Moonshadow steps up and walks across as if to help her with the bags as she sort of hands them to him and he puts it and straps it to his body. What are you doing in this moment?
I would maybe take a couple more steps forward. But I would just sort of give them a moment to maybe come back towards us.
Mhm.
If they don't, I would interfere, if they just start walking off.
No, they're busy sort of talking amongst themselves, handing things over.
Yeah, no, I'd give them a second to sort themselves out. Just wait.
Cool. And in this moment, at this second, you actually hear in your head a familiar voice.
Ashira, it's no trinket. It shields more than blood. Its magic fascinated me. Keep it safe. I'll explain. On the road from Silvantal toward Terramora.
And it ends. As you heard your grandfather, Remus, sending you a message. I will also send that to you so you have it in writing.
Thank you. Yeah.
But yes, you hear this in your head as he announces that it's no small trinket and that its shield is more than blood. His magic always fascinated you, and that he's on his way, or rather, they're on their way towards Terramora from Silvantal. Can I have a history check from you, please?
Yep.
With a 12?
12?
Yeah, with a 12, you would know that the main road from Silvantal to Terramora is the road that you traveled on with all the broken paths and bridges that leads down towards Forge Heart Citadel or to Terramora. You would know that they're on the main road that you were on. Or at least that's what he was implying.
Terra Mora, I imagine I've been there, but isn't Terra
Yes.
Mora like a region rather than a city?
Terra Mora is a region. They're obviously heading away from Verdantara, which is where you are now, towards Terra Mora, which is where Stonehaven is the capital city and Cragholm would be.
I would know it is going to take us a hot minute though to get there, right?
Absolutely.
At their
They're-
place.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. But yeah, they mentioned they're on the road from Sylvanthal down to Terra Mora.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you do this, you can see that the two sort of get their belongings together, and Princess Soliana sort of steps across the pathway, which again, it looks like there's water that you'd be able to step your feet into, but it's sort of that almost illuminescent bridge that she sort of, as she walks across, it's almost like a moonlit footprint is left behind as she hovers across. And the two of them walk to Miriala. I would say that, yes, Stallion is sort of behind her with most of the belongings attached as they approach to talk to her.
I just have a question before they can start talking. Would Ashira know she can respond to sending?
Possibly. I'm gonna leave that on you. Would Ashira know? If you want, we can do a history
she
check.
Doesn't. Yeah, I
Sure.
don't know.
Let's do a history check. And I'll tell you if you've not.
She can't cast it herself, but
She can't cast it herself.
okay, 19.
With a 19, you recall this has happened once before, and you were able to respond.
Okay. She would say, okay, stay safe. I don't have it yet.
Yeah?
It seems it seems to be tied up with bad cultists. No sight of Erendor.
What's that? Arendor? You have 5 left if you want them. Is it 2?
Elephant shoe.
Elephant shoe?
Yeah.
Okay. Elephant shoe. As you close out you send this over and you hear nothing in response, but you know. What do you do? You say this as they sort of begin talking to Miriala.
Soliana, I'm sorry. I know you're busy and you're trying to leave. I'm just trying to catch you before you go.
Absolutely. Ashira?
Yes, I did get word from my grandfather, but only that the stone, and I look a bit, I hush my voice a little bit,
Yes.
is fascinating to him, and to keep it safe.
I see. He obviously was not the original owner. Many moons ago, there was a time where these stones were said to have been relics of a far ancient time. Their magic is unlike anything else we've ever seen. The relic, the stone, is said to have been placed in amulets. There are many that are true amulets and some that were created to try and distract those who sought them out. I know of my amulet being kept at the home in Sylvanthal, the palace. Now I know of yours. How many there are,
How many?
I don't know. Their location, I don't know. Many have sought them, but their power is not to be trifled with. If you know who took yours, or where it may be, I urge you to find it, particularly if they have any ill intent.
Could you do me a favor? I know you are in power, and this will probably not be hard for you to find out. A man called Erendor Ravengard took mine. I know that he was in the city.
Ravengard.
I don't know if he left. Perhaps you could have eyes on this. And if you do catch him, I would like to talk to him.
I hear you, Ashira. And I wish you the best of luck. I believe I'm ready now, Miriala. We will do what we can, Ashira, to apprehend this individual. Many come and go through the city, but what Erendor Ravengard, you said?
Yes, he is a white-haired half-elven man, very charming. And he was the last one to have hold of it. I heard he tried to pay it off to the Black Network, but was unsuccessful.
He tried to sell the stone to the Black Network.
Yes, but he did not, apparently. So I don't know. Apparently he tried to get into touch with the red-hooded cultist, which you confirmed it is.
See. Thank you, Ashira.
Please
I
keep hold
will-
of him. I would wish to speak to him if you catch him.
By all means, I will let you know if we apprehend the individual. Until then, may Luna's grace be with you, and may you take care. As Miriala,
Thank
you
you.
can see in this moment, begins to grab hold of her staff, and she sort of puts it out with two hands, and begins to almost create like a circle with it slowly. And then she slams it down, and you can see that the nearby tree in front of her opens up. It's as if the roots themselves spread apart. And between it, you can see very faintly a bright light and what looks to be a sort of grassy area with a bit of water in front of it and some elven architectural buildings. Portal is ready for you, Princess Soliana, as she bows her head to her. Princess Soliana nods to you, Ashira, looks to Thalion, looks to Miriala. Thank you, Archdruid Miriala, for everything you've done. I shall return once I have located the artifact. I appreciate your support in this effort to keep me safe. And she sort of nods. You see Miriala speaks to her. May Luna's grace protect you. As the two of them step into this sort of portal at the tree. And you can see that their form sort of shimmers through. You can see them, Ashira, on the other side, step out onto the grass. And then the roots close, the light fades. And all that's left is the tree as it was. Miriala, in this moment, appears to be quite weak, as if this took quite a bit out of her. I trust, Ashira, that you and your party are ready to make their move. Please let me know once you are ready to depart.
I will go speak to them. Are you okay? Do you need a drink?
Yes, no. Thank you. This spell, I don't cast it often. It takes a lot of power. Even here, tethered to the grove, this is normally something reserved for royalty or those who desperately need it, such as in your case. As she sort of sits, you can see she's sort of sitting on what appears to be like almost the branch or the root that's been opened up. She's sort of sitting there on it.
She just before she goes, Ashira will pull out 10 gold out of her pocket Would you mind giving this to our car driver
Your
and ask him to wait for us?
Beyond.
Yeah, Flanagan, he is outside of the entrance, I believe.
By all
If we're
means.
to return on foot, he needs to wait on us, right?
Certainly, I will send one of the druids to do so. As she gestures to Leora, as you see Leora Greenleaf comes over, and she's handed the pouch. And in this moment, she essentially puts the pouch into her side pouch, and you can see that she sort of, in almost a split second, changes straight into a familiar looking owl. And it's with that the owl begins to make its way out and flap away.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just for sake of brevity, I think I would just round people up if they're ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Is everybody joining? Do you all move to Ashira?
Yes, I'm ready to go. Who was that just left? Was that Leona?
Leora?
Yes. She was a real hoot, you know. Anyway, let's get going, hey?
The Archdruid, for the first time since you've seen her, she smirks slightly. Lady Leora is next in line to be the Speaker of Luna. One of my most trusted. She is definitely a hoot, as you say. Are you all ready?
Yes.
Is anybody doing anything? Otherwise, I will continue us on. Cool. You see you see that Miriala spins her staff once again. She stands up, and you can see that as she turns it and slams it down, the antlers glow, and a faint sort of sparkle falls off the antlers on the top of her staff and go either side, trickling down towards the ground. As the roots open up, and before you, you see what looks to be a very dark forest path. It's got hedges on either side. It's right in the middle of the forest. And she says to you all, if you walk through here, follow north. Follow the path down north. Walk down the hill towards the Moonlit Lake. There'll be a clearing. There is actually a small hut there. It used to be tended by the Grove of Solara, but hasn't been touched in many, many years. You'll know it when you see it. The task from Luriel was to collect a vial and to bring it back. You were given 2. Please fill both. Just in case something were to happen, we cannot take any chances. After you are ready.
Do you have any spare vials just in case, they get broken?
Let me have a look. As you can see that she looks, after casting this spell and seeming very elegant in how she's talking to you, she looks incredibly weak. This spell has obviously taken it out of her. It's costing her a lot to keep this open.
It's fine. I've got the water skin. Don't worry.
I have 2 more vials.
Water skin
there we go.
may suffice. Best of luck to you all, and may Luna guide you. Remember, if ever you need her, Luna is with the moon. And she steps to the side to let you walk through. Do you guys do so? Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
As we go through, I just grab Mirabelle's hand quickly, and as I grab her hand, I place one of the healing potions in it. Be careful. And then I step through.
Very nice. Cool. And what happens is, you guys, I'll take you to the world map here so you get an idea. The Moonlit Lake was described as being between the 2 groves, so between the Grove of Luna, which is where Selunara is, which is the grove tree there, and the Grove of Solara, where the Grove of Solara's tree is based as well. And it's that, obviously, that lake between the 2. you will find that yourselves are sort of flung a huge distance across the forest and arrive basically at the base of a tree. As all of you walk through and step through, you feel yourself almost climbing out of this tree, and then it closes up behind you. The woods thicken as you guys walk down the path. The path almost seems to narrow, and you notice that on either side, those of you with sort of any sort of vision in the dark here would notice that there appears to be the occasional glowing of silver creatures watching you from behind the brambles. It's mostly birds, the occasional deer, a rabbit, but the air hums with a latent magic, like the forest that you're in right now is holding its breath. And every now and then, you feel as though you catch sight of a shadow, a silhouette of a large wolf with red eyes. It's always distant, never nearer than a few 100 meters away. And at one point, you feel as though you see on trees faint claw marks that are glowing with the bark of the tree where no creature is standing. As you continue down the path, the forest breaks before you, almost as if there's a mirror of the sky on the ground ahead of you. The Moonlit Lake glows softly, its waters reflecting the constellations above. Even though the stars have yet to rise, white lilies float on the surface, undisturbed. And the shoreline is ringed with standing stones, each etched with what appear to be ancient runes of storts. As you approach, each of you feels a tug at your chest, as if the lake peers back into your very soul. Take you now to the next map at the Moonlit Lake, where each of you see the lake ahead of you. The path has broken fences all around, but it looks like they've been there for some time. It doesn't feel as though this has happened recently. It's as though this area is frozen in time. It's as though whatever happened back in an ancient time has remained. What you notice is there's a small campfire that's still lit. And there's a house with no walls, just beams exposed. You can see through it. There's a fireplace with no lit fire, and there doesn't appear to be anybody sitting in there either. Behind it is a small garden with what looks to be freshly grown fruit and vegetables. Tomatoes, lettuce, cabbages. Maybe the tops of carrots. But right at the end of the path is a light that swings gently in the breeze at the end of a wooden dock. And water that reflects the forest around you, as well as the stars overhead. What do you do?
This seems to be it, guys. Place we need to be.
All right. Do you want one of us to go check out that house over there? Make sure there's no one. Maybe go meet with the person. Maybe they have some information.
We just need the water, no? Do we not just get it and leave?
True. We could do that. We'll make a quick grab and go.
We have been told it is super dangerous at the minute. This shadow wolf and all of that. Let us just get the water and get out.
All right. I will start heading up towards the water.
Be careful. Keep a head on a swivel.
Yeah, if you guys want to do so, you can move your tokens as you like. So you head up
I-
towards the house. Elirr.
I think I would cast some dancing lights, just be like kind of around me, just in case, because darkness and all
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
So like kind of like as if they're circling me as I go to
Mhm.
see.
Yeah.
Have vision.
What color are they? Do they have a color to them, or is it just light?
Kind of a greenish glow. Like he touches his sash, and it's almost like they're coming out of the sash. Like yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sort of
Almost
like
like a
a
spiral
sort of
around
sea
them.
green color that comes up. Cool. Perfect. And as you guys walk on out, you notice that there appears to be a fireplace that here doesn't look like anybody's been sitting at it for some time. You look at the house and notice again it has no walls. You can see straight through. It's just in each corner is a beam that's holding up what is a roof above. Can I have a perception check, please, from everybody? And Diego, perfect. As Ashira's got a 17 as well. Okay, perfect. So we have, let me just check what is the perception here. Cool. So Sylas with an 18, Mirabelle with a 4, Judge with a 22, an 11 from Elirr, a 20 from Diego. Is that with a -4 still?
I get +5 in total, so it's a +1. So I got
Okay.
a 19 +1.
So
Let's go.
dirty 20, very nice. And then a 17 from Ashira. Each of you, as you're looking around and you're trying to keep your wits about you, I'd say, Mirabelle, you're feeling a little bit uneasy. This whole thing, walking through trees, walking through the forest in the dark where you light up past trees, where you can see claw marks on trees and the occasional what appears to be red glowing eyes, you can't exactly hide in the dark. So you're more focused on making sure no one's behind you.
I've been uncomfortable all evening, so that just.
So you just feel really uncomfortable. This whole thing is out of your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Elirr, I'd say that whilst the dancing lights are going on, you're sort of focused a little bit on that. The rest of you can smell and hear. You can smell what's almost like rotting meat, and you can hear sort of sickly sweet, but you can hear the occasional rumbling coming from the house area. But as you look at it, you can't see anything. The only thing you see, and this is only Diego and Judge who rolled a 20 and a 22, you notice that there is a slight, almost looks like a trapdoor on the floor, which appears to be slightly ajar.
Hearing that, Judge is gonna like have his warhammer out and just have it by his side just in case.
Yep.
And he's just gonna whisper to Sylas, I think we should make this a quick stop and get out. We shouldn't linger too long.
Okay. Watch my back then.
Yeah, let's try to hurry it up.
No, I'll take some steps forward to the ridge.
As you reach the bridge, as you put your first step on it, it creaks ever so slightly. The water around you probably could get to, but it's a bit of a drop, and it looks incredibly still. There is some grass that's coming out of it, but it looks like if you were to put your foot down, you can't tell how deep this is.
Okay, cool.
And as you made that creak, you could hear what sounded almost like a little bit of a rumble from the floorboards of the house. And then silence.
All of us hear that, or just Sylas?
Everybody but Elirr and Mirabelle hears that.
Okay. Knowing that, I'm gonna just motion for everybody to kind of head towards, and Judge is gonna take like a position in between the group and the house.
Yeah, I'm just going
And
to say
I'm
to
gonna keep-
Mirabelle and Elirr, because we both heard that as well. Like, to the right of the path. Don't be near the house.
All right.
Yeah, and the
Silas.
judge is gonna stay in between.
Is there a front door?
There's no front door. This building has no walls. You can see basically the floorboard through the house, and there's each corner has a beam that goes from the floor to the ceiling. It has no walls, no door.
But there's a trap door in the center of the building?
You can see the floorboards. You can see a fireplace that's also holding up the end of the house and the roof. But right in the middle of the floor is a slightly ajar trapdoor.
And when you say it's slightly ajar, when
It
I think
looks-
of a trapdoor, I think of one that's like this. But how is it just
You're
so I
not
can
sure what's
envision?
keeping this up.
But
it looks like it's
it would be one that would lift
It's slightly ajar. It would be one that would open up, and it's slightly ajar.
And is it two doors or is it one
One
door?
door.
One door.
And it looks slightly
Okay.
ajar. And as you guys make your way towards the house, or even slightly closer to it, that sickly sweet smell of like rotting meat is even stronger.
I'm gonna look at the group, and I'm gonna just point towards the water, and I'm gonna walk towards the house.
I'm gonna take that.
Stealthily.
I'm going
Have a stealth
after
check
towards
from
the
you.
house. Yeah, sure.
Judge, are you going
As-
after him?
As
Oh,
you
yeah,
would all
going
start
after
to see Diego pulling out rope from his bag.
Mhm.
Okay, a stealth check. That's not bad, 17.
Yeah. And Judge, are you following him?
Try not to get people to split up. So yeah, I'm going after him.
Cool. I need a stealth check from you, please.
Oh well, that's not gonna be good. 17. That's not bad.
Yeah, as you guys stealthily make your way over. Silas, what are you doing here?
Hearing the sounds coming from the house, Silas will try to be as quiet as possible and be careful on the bridge not to make any sounds.
Perfect. Can I have a stealth check from you as well, please?
An 18.
Very nice. With an 18, you successfully step your way along this creaky bridge without letting off too much of a sound. You maybe put your foot down slightly on one of the planks, and it sort of creaks, and then you lift your weight off and skip it and go to the next one, which is more sturdy. And as you come to the end of the bridge, you notice that this light to your right, it doesn't appear to have a candle flame in it. It's just lit up, and you're not quite sure how. But as you look down through the water, can I have a perception check from you, please?
A 10.
With a 10, you can see a very faint outline of what appears to be a dark black wolf looking back at you in the water.
Silas would freeze, potentially knowing what this creature could be. Upon having the conversation with Luriel before.
It appears to have its eyes on you, but it's still.
You would not get me. The stars will guide me on this. Heck, even the moon shall guide me on this. He will not have me. And I will take out a vial. And I'll just try to do...
Before you do, as you look in the water, can I have a wisdom save from you, please?
An 11. I don't have
Silas,
heroic.
as you do so, as you look into the water, you feel intense emotions. Your heart sinks in your chest, as if you've got this sense of dread and regret. And in a moment, a vision flickers across your eyes. You're back in that alleyway. You're with the guard. Before you is Hoot. You know him to be a friend. And he's looking at you, his hands trembling, his eyes white with shock, his mouth open but unable to make a noise as he looks to you in horror. You see your shadow before you. Your body stretched out long from your feet along this alleyway over the top of him with two large skeletal looking figures, something behind you. You're back in the moment. Your heart is racing. Was it real? You're not sure. Can I have a wisdom save from you, please?
24.
As you are convinced that this is all part of a trick, you're able to see through it as a vision. This was what was warned. Luriel told you. The wolf continues to stare. What do you do?
Sylas brushes off the feeling he got before, murmuring again, "No, no, you will not have me. I can do this. I am worthy enough, I hope." And I'll take one of the vials,
Mm-hmm.
and I will attempt to dip it into the water.
As you
to
do
fill it
so,
up.
as you reach your arm out, can I have a DC... Oh, actually, can I have a Arcana or Nature check from you, please?
I'll go
As you reach down with the vial,
18.
and with your Nature check, you manage to fill the vial with the water. And you hear in your head,
You hunger. Let me show you how to never feel empty again.
Can't. No. It's not right.
very nice. You can see the wolf looks to you, appears to howl. You can't hear anything. And then you hear it from the forest behind you. From the tree line, you hear the echo of a howl. Woo! As anybody with vision would see, coming from the tree line on all fours is what appears to be a hulking wolf with limbs and a torso similar to that of a human. Can I have a history check from everybody looking in this direction, please?
I don't think I'll be able to see it, would I?
You would not.
Yeah, I would not.
Anybody
I don't
who
have
has the
vision.
dark vision would be able to see it.
Yeah.
Ashira. Sylas. Mirabelle with another low roll. Unfortunately, you don't know this creature. This appears to be something of what you would recall being a creature of nightmares, of stories. Before you, at the edge of the tree line, stands a werewolf. Diego and Judge, you hear the rumbling in the house next to you.
Yeah.
From the
I
I throw you one end of the rope.
yeah.
Look, the handle I'll tie it to one of the posts. If they pull it
I
off,
get it.
maybe the roof will fall on top of them. I just run over to one of the posts and start trying to tie it really
I'll
quickly.
run over to the latch door, and I'm gonna look down it.
As you
Judge's gonna
run
take
to
a
the
quick-
as you
it's
run to the
cracked
door,
open. Oh,
as you
oh.
run to the hatch door, you hear the howl again.
Down there.
This time from underneath the hatch.
Oh.
As you hear
I will
this,
quickly-
you then you hear the rumbling of what sounds like footsteps and a snarl.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do anything to the hatch as you
Yeah,
feel it
I'm
coming
gonna-
up the hatch
So-
towards you?
So I'm gonna try to talk about this hatch door. Is it like a slide door? Is it just
It's
a
like
door?
a single hatch door that opens like with a pulley.
Okay.
As you
Is
got
there,
closer
like,
to it, there's what's been keeping it ajar, you notice, is a human arm.
Oh, that's cool. Quick question about the door. Is there like a little place to put a lock on it? Like, can you slide something
It doesn't
in there
appear
to,
to
like,
have
hold
one, no.
It's just a door that's just sitting
It's
there.
a wooden door.
That's stupid. Okay, I'm gonna tie the rope and go with.
At
It has
the-
a handle, right?
Yeah, does it not have a handle?
It does have a handle, yeah.
So wherever
Oh.
the handle is, so if it goes this
Yeah.
way,
The
if
handle's
we
on the
tie
top.
it from the handle there to the post this side, when it tries to open, it can't.
Yep.
If we did it the other way, it would just open.
Yep.
But so
And then-
whatever way that would work, that's the way
Yeah,
we do it.
I'm gonna quickly pull out my extra warhammer, put it down on there to try to add some weight to it, and then I'm gonna try to tie the rope around it, and now add like a double weighted to
Perfect.
the.
Cool. And with that, can I ask you all please to roll initiative for me?
Oh, great.
As you hear the snarling, the snapping of jaws, and you see the teeth bared. Oh, I've whispered it. Let me make it public so you can see that. The teeth bared as you slam down the hatch and put the warhammer on top, tying it to the. Rolled the same. That's great. Rolling it to the whisper was annoying. Anyways, as you can see, it's now tied down and it's got the warhammer on top of it. But you're aware that beneath this hatch stands another werewolf.
Oh.
Sylas, you managed to get one vial. You're hearing all of this commotion. I will let you know now. You have the one vial on your person of this Moonlit Lake water. However, Judge, as we come to you in turn one, what would you like to do as you hear the howl from either side of you? One from
So
the
I hear the one
forest.
outside as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I know this one's locked in for now. So I'm gonna go. All right, Diego, that one's locked in for now. Let's get the action. And Diego's gonna, or not Diego, Judge is gonna run out 5. I don't know where it's at. I just know it's in a direction right now because I can't see it. I am going to. Do I have torches? I actually don't. I'm just gonna run down this way, and I know it's in this direction. I'm gonna get to about here, and I'm just gonna keep my warhammer out, and I'm going to use one of my spells, Divine Favor on my warhammer, which gives it a plus like a 1d4 extra damage on hits. And yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Perfect. As we then come to the werewolf, as you begin to see, as he approaches.
Do they have a higher dex than me?
What's your dex?
I've got 18 dex.
No, you would go first. You do have a higher dex, so I will rearrange you. Yeah.
Cool. I just want to get away from the house before they start having turns.
Yeah, okay.
So I run 20 feet here, which is my full movement,
Mhm.
because of course it is. And then I just go, okay, Judge, you got this. You got him, big guy. And I give you a bardic inspiration as my bonus action. And then, because I can't see the one furthest away, I will hold my action to use a Whispers of the Night if a werewolf man gets within range.
Okay,
Which is
holding
my
your action.
cantrip.
Perfect. And the range is...
Yeah. 60 feet, but
Cool.
it's within from when I can see it.
Yep. Cool. Yeah. Perfect. Is that the end of your turn?
Certainly is, yeah.
Very nice. The first werewolf, the one inside. You hear the scratching from inside as it hacks the door that you've put down on it. Guaranteed hit. Doing 5 points of damage. As it is still... Oh, actually... As it then bites towards the door, trying to bite through it, doing a further 8 points of damage, as it is +2 for piercing on, but it wouldn't take the damage. As you hear the door break open, it steps out and snarls. 20,
Get my
25.
action, right?
You do. You would see it. Yes. You would see it here. Yeah.
As you just hear like a panicked squeal come from Diego, and then he's like, ah, just starts playing music at it erratically. Wisdom save DC 14 from it, please.
Yep. Wisdom save 18.
Okay, so nothing happens. All good.
Cool. As you see it run up towards you, Ashira, and it actually runs past you. Mirabelle, it runs within your hit range as well as it steps away.
Which movement do these guys have?
Yeah, what's the movement? I want that planned movement.
Opportunity attacks? I'm guessing?
Actually, it would be here, in fairness. So it hasn't actually been in range. You're right, it only has 30, not 35. Cool. But yeah, it's looking at Sylas, who right now is currently kneeling down towards the water. Perfect. The other one runs up towards the rest of you. Judge, you still haven't seen it. Cool. Elirr, we
Does
come
it not
to you.
dash?
It's
It's got a dash, don't forget, if it wants to.
Hold on. Yeah, you know what? You're right. 5, 10, 25, 30. Judge, you now see it. It's within range. And it is very much seeming to be focused towards the water. Elirr, we come to you.
He doesn't like doing this because, this went terribly wrong before. But gonna do his catapult and launch an oil at that werewolf. That one. So DC 15 dexterity. My roll's so shit. Jeez. And then it's doused in oil, I guess.
You're muted, Max.
Yeah, as it's now covered in oil. And it takes 10 bludgeoning damage?
10 bludgeoning.
Very nice.
10
Perfect.
bludgeoning.
Cool. Yep. Is that the end of your turn?
I'll step away a little.
Cool. Ashira.
Yeah. Well, it's standing conveniently next to me, and I have a friend to help me out.
You do.
Give me advantage. Or not advantage, but sneak attack. So I'm going to pull out my short sword and just try and take a slash at it. With a nat 20.
Okay, yeah, your roll crit damage.
So that's only 14 points of damage. That's so sad.
14. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, and then she will just follow up with a offhand bladed fan. And take a sneak attack. With a 26.
Oof, almost another nat 20. Yeah, cool. Hits.
Yeah. For 1 point of damage.
Very nice. Yeah. Perfect.
And then she'll go, Sylas, behind you! Watch out!
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that is the end of my turn.
Perfect. Sylas, come to you.
Sylas hears what the Shiras just shouted, so he turns around, and almost like in a reflex, he's letting out some sort of howl as he shapes into a wolf himself.
Okay.
Using a wild shape.
Okay. As you... Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, do you... Can you put that in the chat for me, please? The wild shape.
Yeah, 1 second.
Perfect. Yeah. Let me just check. You can do wolf. You can do wolf, right?
It's... I think it is. It is, what is it, recommended?
Yep. Okay.
The first line, so...
Perfect. Yeah, as you turn yourself into a wolf. Yeah. You keep your own hit points. But yeah, I will just put that over you for the time being. Very nice. Cool. You are now a wolf.
Cool. That was my bonus action.
Cool.
I will have to ask. I have no stat block for the wolf.
Yeah, let me show that to you. Sorry. I will be completely transparent with you. I wasn't expecting this to happen.
Me neither.
Let me put this one in here. Hold on 1 second. Bear with me. Oops.
What colour's your wolf?
Great question.
What do you decide? What would Sylas? What colour wolf would Sylas turn into? Silver like the stars, or blonde like his hair, or like what colour are we going?
No, Sylas would be I think more like a gray shaped wolf, with like little white dots across his back, resembling the stars. Something like that. So that would be
very cool.
A resemblance to the stars.
Very nice. As it should now be in your thing.
It is, yes.
Cool. So you should be able to use that as your stat block.
Yep, wonderful. Reload it up. It is loading, it's not that fast. Seeing the wolf going past. It shows me I have to build a new character, by the way, but
very weird. Let's use the 2020. Let's use the 2014 ones because I think that's a 2024 bug. So let me do that quickly. Sorry, guys. Wasn't expecting this to be a thing today. Fire on info, edit, Sylas. Cool. So for now, we'll use the 2014 one, but we'll update that to 2024 in between sessions. Cool. All right. You should have that in your thing now.
Yeah, it's loading up. So I will run towards the first wolf because I see he is attacking, like he is near my friends. So I'll position myself next to Mirabelle to shield her off.
Yep.
and I will use a bite attack on the werewolf.
Very nice.
If it's going.
It was
It's whispered to GM, but it's
it's
a 10.
10. Yep. Cool. That unfortunately misses.
Damn it. Well, I don't think I have more actions. I'm not really familiar with the.
I don't think so.
No. Oh wait, I have pack tactics, so it would be advantage.
You get advantage against a creature if you have at least one of the allies within 5 feet of the creature. Yes, so technically you have advantage. So yes, you can roll again.
Cool. Roll again.
This time it should be public, so it should work.
And that's a 23.
Definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
It's not rolling the damage.
They also have to make a strength save.
Yeah.
Why is it not rolling damage? Okay, I've done it. I clicked it. I hope that's okay with you. You did a 4.
Yeah.
Cool.
I also need a D11 strength save.
And an 11 strength save.
Werewolf. Yeah.
Cool. As the werewolf will do a strength save. Yep. With 17.
Which it succeeds. So
Okay.
nothing happens.
Perfect. Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Perfect. As we come to Mirabelle, as you see before you is a wolf, which you know to be Sylas, and you see a werewolf that's currently doused in oil, who is looking a little bit worse for wear. Some might even say bloodied.
I mean, if it's doused in oil, the most logical thing would be to, set it ablaze. So I will first use my innate sorcery as my bonus action. So that gives me the spell save DC, which increases blah blah blah. And then, seeing as it's so close to me, I will use Burning Hands, and I will,
Ooh, okay.
aim it in such a corner that both Sylas and Ashira don't get hit. That should probably work out.
I'm just checking if you can. 1 second. Does it specify if you could put the spell up? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it doesn't cover half the tokens. Sure.
No.
Burning Hands.
Like that.
Yep. Directly diagonal. Deck save of, is it 15 instead of 14? Because of the... Yep. Perfect. With a 18, it successfully dodges out of the way of the fire.
Would it not be a disadvantage if it's flammable?
It also takes half anyway.
Yeah, it still takes...
It still takes half. I'm going to say that because you are still doing damage...
Doused in oil, right?
It's gonna light up. So yeah, it will be now set aflame. Yeah, I'm gonna roll that. That's fine. So it's set on fire, and yeah, you do 13 points of damage. Jeez. Okay, and I'll say you also do the initial 5 points of damage for the fire damage as well.
It's 13 half. Remember.
It's 6. Perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
As it also
Plus
takes a further 5 for being set on fire this turn. Yep. Perfect. Very nice. As this is now a bleeding, bloodied, flaming werewolf. What are you guys doing next? Is that the end of your turn?
That was the end of my turn.
Perfect. As we come to Judge.
Alright. Judge is gonna... Seeing that it's running away from him, Judge is gonna try to run at a diagonal to try to meet it at a point. So he's gonna start running this way. But as he does, for his action, he's gonna pull out one of his small hammers he's been carrying with him for so long, and he's just gonna chuck it at. He's gonna throw it at the wolf.
Okay.
I gotta make sure he's within range.
Roll to hit. Yeah.
Yeah. Judge is gonna go right here, and that way it's in 20 feet of range. I can throw this. I'm gonna throw A 17.
Hits.
Okay. Let me see if I can tug something else on there. I actually think I could do something else with this. Make this actually hurtful. No, he's not a melee attack, so I can't do it. Okay. 8 bludgeoning damage plus. No, I can't do the plus 4 this one. Yeah, I just throw that hammer at it, and smack it, and then
You
I'm
see
gonna
it
hold
sort of
ground
smacks
right
him in
here.
the face, and he looks a bit dazed, snarls slightly.
Yeah,
But yeah.
and I'm gonna just hold strong there, 2 hands on this, or 1 hand on this warhammer, and just shield up, like almost beckoning him to come at me.
Yep. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Perfect. As we come to Diego.
How far away, like, so I can see this wolf? How close do I have to be to him? The one at the bottom.
I would say you can just about make him out, maybe within 30 feet.
Okay. I'll go 10 feet here, so I'm sort of between the two groups.
Yep.
So I've got coverage of both. And I will Bardic Inspiration Sylas. I'll give Sylas a Bardic Inspiration as my bonus action. I'll be like, oh my god, he turned into a wolf! Yes, great! Bite him! I don't know, do something! And as I shout that, you get a Bardic Inspiration. And then, that's my bonus action to the wolf. And then I will turn to the one to the south of me, and I'll just start playing my music and use Vicious Mockery on him as well.
Very nice. What's the DC?
DC 14 Wisdom save.
Wisdom, thank you. As it successfully does damage, you can roll damage, yeah.
Hey, nice. That is a whopping 2 damage, and its next attack has disadvantage.
Very nice. Cool. As it is now, you can see it sort of, its ears twitch as you do this. Yep. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Perfect. As we'll start with the one at the top. Feeling, you know what? It's not looking so hot. It will bite towards you, Sylas. For some reason, the sheet's not working. It will bite towards you. Yes, there we go. It will bite towards you, Sylas, with a 6 to hit.
Which misses.
And then it claws towards you with a 9 to hit.
Which also misses.
As it misses. And it snarls at you. Then taking an additional 5 points of damage on its turn as it is set aflame. As you can see, its health looking very rough. Cool. The second one runs up 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and dashes 25 and stands next to you, Mirabelle. And that was the pathing. So Ashira, if you want to take a opportunity attack, you can.
Yeah. I will.
Okay.
That's a 16
Hits.
for 9 points of damage.
As you do 9 points of damage to this thing, as it sort of winces slightly as you hit it and continues around. Mirabelle, it was charging towards you and then sort of tried to get past you and gone around you slightly. It's very interested in Sylas. Is that the end of your turn, Jay? Oh, no, sorry, that's the end of the turn for the werewolf. Yeah, cool. Elirr, come to you.
Very uninspired. I'll take a step back and just do another catapult at the second wolf.
Okay.
With another oil. So DC 15.
How much oil do you have? Okay, yeah.
I have a couple.
Dex saving throw, yeah. As it fails the DC. On a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving. When the object strikes something, the object and what it strike each take 3d8. So yeah, you can roll the 3d8 damage.
Ooh,
as
that's
it
better.
does 18 points of damage to this beast.
That just so you're aware, that
Yep.
is adding your intelligence modifier onto the damage.
Oh, is
I
that
don't think
wrong?
it should be. Yeah, I don't think it should be.
It's a spell though, right?
Where do I check that?
In the description of the spell, it just says when the object strikes something, the object
So it
and
should
what
be
it strikes
13.
take 3d8 damage.
Well, my sheet
But
says 3d8 plus 5, but yeah, I don't know.
yeah, the spell's description doesn't state that you get your intelligence modifier. I just noticed it on the last
So
one
13.
as well. But
13
yeah.
points of damage is
So it
still
should be
decent.
13, yeah.
And it is now doused in oil as well. Very nice.
And
Thank you for
I
that.
just shout, "Leave them alone!" and run away.
Leave him alone and run away. Perfect. Cool. As you move away, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Cool. Ashira, come to you. As before you are 2 wolves, one's on fire, 3 wolves, one's on fire, one is Sylas, and the other one's looking a bit rough.
So the one I attacked previously, I will, now that it's on fire, I will try and sort of stab into it real quick without burning my own hand.
Okay.
With a 23.
Definitely hits. What are these rolls?
14 points of damage.
As it takes a further 14 points of damage. As you can see, it winces as you do so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
And I'm assuming it's looking pretty rough.
It's looking incredibly bloodied.
Okay. I'd like to think that, like, when she goes out with her bladed fan, just because it's on fire, she'll sort of drag the fan across it just to give it a little bit more air to burn a bit harder. As she then, when she turns it down again, to slash across its face.
Mm-hmm. You want to roll to hit?
That's 15.
Hits.
That hit. For another 1 point of damage.
As this thing is looking very, very rough. Is that the end of your turn?
Okay. That will be the end of my turn.
Perfect. Sylas, before you are 2 werewolves. One is on fire, the other one is oily. What do you do?
I will snarl at the one that just came in, but I will do another attack, bite attack on the one standing next to me on fire, which will give me advantage, so I'll take it. Is it 19?
As, you bite into it and roll damage.
It's still not rolling damage.
If you're happy for me to click it, I will.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. If it works. Hello. This is, I don't know what's going on with the sheet.
Something buggy.
If you want to just roll a 1d4, I believe it is, or whatever.
D4 plus 2.
Yeah, if you want to.
2d4 plus 2.
If you want to just slash R 1d4 plus 2.
Is it 1 or 2? Because in my state it's 2.
Whatever the roll it says it should be. If you just want to put that into.
Guys, stop chatting. Slash R. And on space?
Slash R space and then 1d4 or 2d4, whatever it is.
4 plus.
As you bite into it, it winces and falls to the ground as you successfully kill this werewolf. There's still one remaining. Is that the end of your turn?
I will have a good bitten in his neck and toss it aside and turn around to the other wolf.
Very
Very
nice.
again.
Perfect.
That's the end of my turn.
Perfect. As Mirabelle, come to you. As there's a oily wolf next to you.
I'm gonna go. I hope this works, but that's a DM's discretion.
Mm-hmm.
I see that the werewolf, at least the one werewolf that's still standing, is really focused on Sylas.
Mm-hmm.
Sylas is a wolf. Wolves have no armor. I want to cast mage armor on Sylas.
Ooh.
So that would technically get his AC up from 13 to 15.
You know what? I'll
He's
allow
not
it.
wearing armor.
I'll allow it.
Yes,
In this
sir.
instance, I'll allow it.
So yeah, that's just to protect him a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Very nice. Sylas, you're now a wolf in mage armor. Cool. As we come to judge.
I've calculated my pathing. I am going straight up to that wolf who ran around me.
Okay.
And I'm going to now take my big hammer and smash into it. With an 18.
18 definitely hits. Yeah.
I'm smiting it.
Okay.
It loads. Yeah, and then where's my smite at? Oh, I didn't. That's 2d8. Okay.
You got the bludgeoning damage, the thunder damage, and then your smite.
2d8. It rolls. There we go. 9 and then a d4. So that is
15 plus. Oh wow, you rolled a 4 as well. Okay.
8 plus 3.
11, 20, 24.
20, 24 damage.
As this thing winces as you smash this hammer on it with holy and thunderous energy, and you can see it almost looks like you've broken its back as you smack it from behind, and it turns slightly. Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Diego, come to you.
Is he still alive?
Still alive.
Is he looking
It's
rough?
looking incredibly bloodied.
Oh, I don't want to be the one to kill something. I was going to go this whole campaign without killing a thing.
Don't have to.
I will use my good old faithful Whispers of the Night, Vicious Mockery, Wisdom save, DC 14.
The dice of Vicious Mockery, I'm gonna laugh.
And the way that my spell
15.
works is basically, so it does succeed, so it's all good.
Succeeds.
I will move my full movement to here.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
As we come to the werewolf, who strikes its claws at you, Mirabelle, with a 7 to hit,
Misses.
and then bites towards you, Sylas, with a nat 20.
Well, that hits.
Silvery stars. Sorry, I was trying to read the chat. Silvery stars, silvery stars.
I allowed
That's the whole
it.
reason why
I
I
left
moved.
a lull because I knew it was
I know
coming.
you did. Sorry, I was trying to help Zeb with the thing. I was
So the
doing.
nat
No,
20
you're good.
is re-rolled. Who do you give
Silvery
advantage to?
stars. I will give advantage to Ashira. Not that she needs it, but
As a 17 is
Well, it still hits. But it's better than the net.
it's better, right?
Yeah,
It's better.
100%.
as you take 9 points of damage, which you would know brings you down. Still within wolf form, but can I have a Constitution saving throw from you as Sylas, please?
As
Remember,
From Sylas.
you have a bardic inspiration.
Exactly.
I will tell you
save.
now.
Oh,
This
God.
Constitution saving throw determines whether or not you are cursed with lycanthropy.
You want to fail it. You want to fail. Let's go, Silas. You want to fail it? Take the fail,
fine.
Silas.
And I will tell you now that the DC, you've just rolled a 12, the DC was 12. As you succeed
you're right.
Reroll it. Take the reroll.
the Constitution saving throw.
Silvery stars. No.
I will
Yeah,
say,
Silvery
in complete transparency here, you can willingly fail a Constitution saving throw if you choose to. So I'm going to just throw that out there.
Not failing it. No.
Cool. As you succeed, but you still take the 9 points of damage, and you can all see this wolf is looking very, very rough. as we come to Elirr.
He looks bloodied, you said, right?
Incredibly rough. Yeah. He's like on the last of his life. His back is broken from the hammer swing. He's limping. He's bleeding all over the place, and he's covered in oil.
Cool. We'll just go with the mind sliver. We have to go through.
Very nice.
But,
Yep.
looks
Intelligence save.
Yeah.
An 18 as it succeeds. On a failed save, it takes 1d6. So on a success, does it take anything?
No, it shouldn't take anything. It's just a cantrip.
Perfect. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Perfect. As we come to Ashira.
Yeah, she feeling herself after getting that advantage, so she nods over to Diego and then walks around Mirabelle. And yeah, she is going to stab at this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I have advantage, so I'll roll twice just in case. Okay.
Yep, you hit.
19.
How do you want to do this?
11 points, is that it?
How do you want to do this? He had 2 hit points. So.
I think she pulls a short sword like up to her collarbone then and then jams it into its jaw and then just cracks it slightly so like its lower jaw is broken and it just sort of starts hanging.
Very nice. Very nice. As you sort of stab through it and break its jaw as it falls limp on the blade before shrugging onto the floor. As you guys successfully kill the 2 werewolves. Now, going to break character for a second. Are we good to do another 5 minutes? Just to bring us to the next close? Cool.
Yep.
All right. We're back. So, you guys have successfully slain the 2 werewolves. Before you are the 2 wolves. Sylas, you also feel the glare of the large wolf has disappeared. It's as though the weight of the water and the trials that you faced are no longer there. What do you do?
Sylas will turn around.
Mhm.
Belanke unit. Yep. And I will limp back to the water
Mm-hmm.
to see, for the first time maybe, my own reflection in the water.
Yeah, you see your wolf self in the water, looking back at you.
And with that, I will, because I'm obviously hurt. 3 hit points left,
Mhm.
so I'm pretty rough. I will drop, get on 4 paws and drop down, and drop the wild shape.
Very nice.
So I'll be back as
As
Sylas
you
again.
return to your regular form as Sylas. Yeah.
Told you would not get me.
The rest of you can all see this.
Silas, come here, look. Buddy, I couldn't tell. You know, when you're a wolf, it doesn't look as bad as you look pretty banged up. Come here. And I just put a hand on his back, and I will cast a Cure Wounds into the good man.
As Sylas, you currently did take 9 points of damage, which I believe transfers over from your actual hit points. But it wasn't reflected on the sheet because we were using 2014. But you get back to full health, basically.
I heal 18 hit points.
You're back at full.
I'm overpowered. Jeez. Thank you. Thank you, Diego. Thank you, guys. I don't know
it's
what
less.
exactly happened, but
14 hit points.
I'll still max out. Could not have done this without you guys. So thank you so much for for aiding me. Now let's get the last vial. And I'll take down the other vial and
Can
put
I
it in the
have
water.
either a nature or our... let's go with nature. Yeah, let's have a nature check from me, please.
Which is a 9. But
Okay.
I believe I can use my bardic inspiration on that.
You definitely can. It's a 20, so yeah, you definitely can.
The 1d6.
1d6 extra. Which is a 4, which makes it 13.
13 was the DC. So yes, you successfully gain a second vial of this moonlit water.
Cool.
Cool. What are you guys doing?
This place gives me the creeps. You've got your vials, don't you, Sylas? Shall we get out of here?
We got what we came for. And we survived, so that's a good thing. Maybe the moon really blesses us. We should get back to the grove as fast as possible. Is there
Real
anything
quick,
you guys want to do?
I'll walk up to the shoreline real quick and just look into the boats to the right. If there's anything in there.
Okay. Yeah. Can I have an investigation check from you, please?
Yeah.
With an 8, you don't see anything that looks particularly of value or use.
Okay. Yeah, I just stand there on the side near the shore.
Very nice.
Do we take a look, see if there's anything in the house either? Or just get out of here. They might have information in there, that's why I'm asking.
What sort of information do you think you'll find?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they have something in there that regards to maybe what happened to them. Maybe the red cultists, maybe some trace of them were behind this in some way.
If you think it's worth it, go for it. But I think we should try to get out of here as quickly as possible.
We can make it quick.
Sure.
If no one follows, Judge will just start slowly heading back to the house.
Yep. I'll say for the sake of brevity, you guys walk into the house. You have a look. There's nothing on the floors. There's no walls. You see straight through. You can see the farmer patch out the back. It looks like there's fresh fruit growing, but on closer inspection, it is actually rotting. This place hasn't been touched in quite some time. And as you get closer to the house, the smell of the rotten meat it just overwhelms you. As you lift up the hatch, you see broken steps the whole way up with claw marks along them, as the werewolf would have dug his claws in, clambering out of the cellar. And it leads down to a very small cellar where you can see there is what looks like fur. It looks like there's scratches all over the walls. There's chains on either wall holding if to hold something down. And they're broken off the walls. What you notice is there's torn clothes in this location. It looks like the back of a torso has basically ripped through the clothing and it's fallen to the ground. You can see that the shirt sleeves have swollen and ripped it open. You can also see blood all over the place in here, and what looks like a carcass of a human gentleman without an arm down here, which is half fed on and is rotting. Up above, you would know the rest of the arm is in between the hatch of the door. It looks like a fresh kill.
So, is there, do I get the vibe that the guy chained himself up to maybe prevent himself from hurting people?
Could be.
As he was changing? Is there anything that would give me that?
It could
is there
very
maybe
well
a
be.
note or
There's
a book
no
or
note.
something that
You don't
nothing.
notice anything written or otherwise. Most of this is all destroyed. Can I have a investigation check from you, Judge? Let's do it from you.
Sure.
As you're down here.
Hey, that's what.
With a nat 20, you notice this hood is familiar. The gentleman lying on the ground, torn, bloody, and broken. It looks familiar. There's something about it. This looks to be the body of a bandit or mercenary, perhaps one related to the Red Cultist.
Okay.
And I would
so I
say that
get
with
no other.
with a nat 20, I would say that you notice on the arm as you're heading out of the cellar is a mark of that E sort of shape with a sword on its longest part. You know this to be the mark branded on those mercenaries, similar to Jemay from the previous night.
Okay. I'll share that information to the party.
You guys,
Does everyone go down?
I'd say
curiosity.
anybody who wants to can do. If you wanted to have done so.
I would have gone down, and then at the sight of the rotting corpse, I would have immediately turned back.
Yeah, Mirabelle's like, nope, I'm done. Nope.
Is there any?
Nope.
It's crazy, but using the event, I would have searched the body. Is there like a note or anything on the dead?
You would have searched the
corpse
body
of the
with
hooded-
the 22.
Yeah, I would've.
There doesn't appear to be
Yeah.
anything on this person. I'd say
I'm a
you check
warforged,
the
I don't care.
pockets and everything. There is
Yeah.
3 silver pieces,
Mm-hmm.
and what you notice to be a broken scimitar with blood marks on it.
Okay, I'll leave that, and I'll just toss the silver pieces to Ashira.
Cool. That's all you see. Anyone else doing anything?
What's
Um,
Sylas doing? Oh, go ahead. You go first.
No, it's okay.
What's Sylas doing?
Silas is standing still on the platform, looking over the lake, watching to the sky, maybe trying to recognize some patterns in the stars, some constellations to get a bit of his ease back. He still can't comprehend much of what just happened. Diego, do you think this was meant to happen? Was this...
What part of that? What part of this is meant to happen? Because a lot
Oh.
of things have happened.
exactly what happened here? What you guys didn't see is it appears that like the shade of Luriel
Yes.
was appearing in front of me in the water. It was staring at me.
I peer into the water.
You don't see anything but your own reflection and the stars
Oh,
above you.
Well, if that is the shade, I have to say, one handsome shade.
Ah,
Oh, there's 2 handsome shades. As I look towards your reflection as well.
I'll just like nudge him a little. And... Stop it. Fair enough.
Perfect.
What do you think we should do?
Do you mind if I take some of this water?
No, not at all. Like, why would I be opposed of it? Like, it's not.
Well, just, I feel like this is your thing, but okay. And I just pull out a one of my sleeping draft vials that I've drank the previous night. I just uncork the empty bottle, and I would just like to dip and pour and cork back up.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any check required, or am I all good to do so?
I'm gonna say you're putting it in what? The empty vial, basically.
I've got an empty sleeping
Okay.
draft vial.
Let's have a nature check from you, please.
Nature.
Can I-
This is
can I
go
guidance
mark-
Of course you can. Absolutely.
Ah,
I'll guide it.
thank you. What's nature? Oh, it's currently a -2. This will go fine.
With the guidance,
Of a D4.
yeah,
A
Come
D4.
on.
very nice.
14.
As with a
Let's
14,
go.
you beat the DC of 13 and successfully
Let's go.
managed to get yourself a vial of the moonlit water.
And I just sort of like look at it and I go, "It's not for me. It's for my mother. She worships Luna."
It's fine. You healed me up. You guys saved my life. It's the least I can do.
Ashira.
Yeah, Ashira has kneeled down by the edge of the water, starting to clean off her blade that she previously stabbed into the jaw of the werewolf. She's trying not to look in the water, and she's trying to like clean off her blade, but then eventually she just has this twinkle of hope because this water has been real weird, and she just looks into it to see if there's any type of reflection for her.
Ashira, as you look over the water, for the first time, you see your face peering back at you. And that is where we call tonight's session. So thank you
That's
all
mean.
for
I
playing.
was gonna ask them.
Thank you for being here. And until next time, have a wonderful week. Bye, guys.